Yeah, Facts of Cat Podcast, episode 54. We back, baby.
Yes, sir. We in here.
Hey, man, Brandon, you know what I'm saying? He's on a vacation. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Brandon.
Shout out to Be Home.
We're going to be giving him a call later. You know what I'm saying? For what scenario he said he wanted to be involved, so we'll do that. But we got some special guests in the building. We got the feisty one. That's what I call him.
Pooh Feisty.
Yeah, Pooh Feisty. We got Jules in the building. Give it up for Jules.
Welcome.
Thank you guys.
And it's jabbing, y'all. No,
Yeah.
man.
Goodbye.
Give it up.
And we got the love of my life.
They corny.
We got Jasmine here, y'all. Give it up for Jasmine.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I guess we started off with the RIP to Biz Marquis. Yeah, you know, 57 years old. I know he had like needed like a heart or liver.
I thought it said something with diabetes.
He had a lot of issues.
Diabetes complication. I don't know what it was specifically, but
Something to that nature. RIP to him. Also RIP to Frankie, Keisha Cole mom. She passed away on her birthday to a drug overdose.
oh, it was on her birthday?
Yeah. You know, she's been fighting an addiction for a long time. They said she relapsed, so she must have been clean for a while and probably was celebrating her birthday and
Prayers up to the Cole family, man. Terrible way to go.
You gotta celebrate her birthday and death the same day.
Right. It seemed like every other episode somebody done died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sad. But I guess we'll start it off today with we talk about Fredo Bang. So Fredo Bang was recently arrested today, actually, by the feds. They got a connection to him in that 2019 Miami Rolling Loud shooting. Remember when there was a whole bunch of shit going on in Rolling Loud 2019, and at first they tried to say it was like T Grizzly and Young Boy was in the shootout. And
Oh yeah.
like a kid got shot and a man got killed.
It was Young Boy involved.
And
wasn't it?
well, he was getting shot at allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
But they were trying to say like it started with him having an argument with T Grizzly's camp because they stayed at the same hotel.
He
But
killed somebody, didn't he?
he didn't kill nobody.
Didn't
The
T.
person that
Grizzly,
shot him.
Somebody get shot?
That was late. Yeah, that was like a couple weeks later. But apparently that was in Detroit. But apparently, so like there's a Fredo Bang has a guy affiliate of, they call it BBG, an affiliate called Lit Yoshi. So Lit Yoshi is already been arrested for 7 different shootings. So the rumor was that Lit Yoshi was the one in Miami that did the shooting because at the time he was on Instagram riding in Miami with a automatic weapon.
So why don't they pick up Fredo Bang?
So I guess they probably trying to hit him with like the RICO, like maybe he sent out the.
I like somebody snitching me.
Could be, but you know niggas and cell phones and Instagram, niggas be telling on themselves. You know what I'm saying?
The feds get involved.
Yeah.
Usually go after nigga with money.
I feel like it got something to do with Young Boy too.
Well, you know they actively beefing. You
That
know
whole
that.
task force in Baton Rouge, I think they're gonna pick up all of them eventually.
Well, you know he done died by the feds with his own charges. So, but I don't think he's not gonna get in trouble for that because he was getting shot at in that instance. Like he didn't shoot at nobody. So anyway, Fredo Bang is now being held in Miami by the feds. React. What's your opinion? What do y'all think? What's going on?
Shit, all the young niggas going to jail, but I mean,
That's
I don't understand why he's in jail now.
Who, Fredo Bang?
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes people find new evidence, man.
Feds, they take their time.
Yeah.
They don't rush. They let you think you good. I think especially that be part of it. Like you get away with it, but you didn't really get away with it. Like you didn't wait.
And if he ain't do nothing, why the hell he going to jail?
Who
Fredo
talking
He
Bang.
definitely did something.
No, what I'm saying is, first of all, they haven't put out what happened. But I'm under the assumption, usually with rappers and this type of shit, it's like the rapper is the one who gives the go ahead, like, hey, go shoot at him. You know what I'm saying? Like
They
the
gonna go
RICO
after
is
that
a criminal, is running a criminal organization. So they're probably gonna say that he's running the organization, and he sent the Lit Yoshi nigga. If they have any kind of proof, he sent the Lit Yoshi nigga to go shoot at him.
You get charged with that.
So you will get charged with the murder of that dude, the innocent bystander, as well as
But they got
the
to
Lit
approve
Yoshi
that,
nigga.
right?
Yeah, and the feds have a 90% conviction rate.
They don't start
98%.
picking you up until they have enough.
I
Yeah.
think that's why it's
Like-
they wait. They
Yeah.
gather evidence, wait till people comfortable, might use Instagram posts a year later to
Yeah.
convict you.
You're gonna slip up. You're gonna
Say
need.
certain shit. People snitch, all that.
Yeah. You know, you never know who.
You're the
who
breadwinner
knows
of your
what.
crew. Then more than likely,
I hate
you
it for
gonna
him because I like him.
Yeah, I like him too. What you
Shit, you
think?
wanna be in the streets, then you gotta pick. You can't have one foot out, one foot in.
That's facts. I think also, I think at this point, like, what people don't understand, man, if you a rapper, quit the streets or you're going to the feds.
I was gonna
At
say,
this point.
facts are cat. Like, I think Act had just said it. It's like, all these gangster rappers,
Yeah.
if they're not, like, going to jail within 5 years,
Yeah.
they're not living that life they talking about.
That's true.
Facts.
Like, the niggas who
That's definitely
live
true.
their life they say, they
They're
go
all,
to jail or they dead.
they're all, yeah, just leave. At this point, my advice would be, goddamn, if you're a rapper, wherever you from, move across the country, far away from home, focus on being a professional, take your rap career serious. I think that's probably the problem. Like, rappers, they don't take their career serious. Like, they think
Their
that it's a
brand.
hobby. Like, they think that this is just fun. Like, no, be a professional, do your job, get home. That's it. Like, you can't, like, enjoy yourself in other ways. You don't have to be at the most popping club during Memorial Day weekend, during Rolling Loud. Like, you know you're going to you got a possibility of running into the people that you beefing with from home and all that shit. Like, just stop it. You're,
I feel like it's easier said
I
than done.
swear about
it
that.
is
It's
easier.
way
It's
said
easier,
than
but you just
done.
gotta have discipline, bro. You gotta take it. You gotta take it serious.
Once you done did so much dirt, you done did so much shit, you don't know who after you. It's not gonna necessarily be the person that you think it is. You don't know who this is.
I agree. I 100% agree. I think put it like this, like Kendrick Lamar, he has affiliations. People like they stay out the way.
I'll be taking the word. I don't know.
They stay out of the way.
But
I know it's hard,
Let me
but that's what you have to do.
respond both ways. I agree. You have to stay out the way.
Yeah.
But these young niggas don't have the luxury of being the Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole with that
No.
high ass platform. Some of them niggas need to be on act, need to be seen to be relevant. Because more
Okay.
than just the music. So like, damn, I'm not Kendrick. I can't disappear for 3 years and drop myself out.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
I have
I'm not
to be-
saying I'm not saying you have to disappear from social media, right? So like,
No, like,
let me put it like this.
not just
I
social
hate-
media, but out the way.
So I hate bringing this dude up, but this is a perfect example, right? 6ix9ine, right?
Mhm.
6ix9ine has a funny ass personality. I've always felt like he didn't have to be gangster. He could have been him.
Yeah,
He could have kept making his skits. He could have made his jokes, and he still would be 6ix9ine. He could have trolled people and all that, but you didn't have to run with. You didn't have to do what you did.
Yes, he would have been. His personality would have been his personality. Only reason why I tuned in originally to 6ix9ine because he was beefing with folks. It was the beef that.
That's
made,
true.
That
I think
made me
that-
pay attention.
But
So
see,
not a
He
good
was more like a puppet.
I think it propelled him. I think it propelled him faster. But he was already when he was before the video that went viral, like before all that, he was still making paths to being who he was.
Would he be where he at?
I think he possibly can just because he's
I don't.
Mexican fan
I
base.
don't.
He wouldn't
Give
get
me another example.
recognition
Somebody
as he getting
who
now.
don't beef, who don't stay out the way,
Even if
That's
you, I
not-
feel like this. Even if you started off beefing, right?
eventually leave. it alone.
Eventually, you could drop it.
But the hurt point is like, by then you can't come out because you gonna run
They
into
ain't gonna
somebody.
write no story about you.
I think
You're
it's-
not gonna be
I
You're
think
not
it's-
relevant.
Yeah.
I think it's been time. Okay, so put it like this.
You can't beef.
NBA
and
young
kill
boy-
niggas
NBA
and
young
wake up
boy-
and say, oh, I'm not gonna beef and kill
Look,
niggas.
look,
It don't
NBA.
work
I'm
like
not saying you can't have beef at home and everything. That's why I said move across the country. Move somewhere.
that. What about your
away.
family? What about the family that depend on them?
Bring them people. Shit. NBA young boy have enough money to move his family out of the hood. Does he not?
One person cannot mentally, physically, financially take care of their whole family.
They can't
I don't
financially,
know.
but
Yes, you
mentally,
can.
you ain't gonna wanna do that shit.
They not gonna want to move. You can
Look,
give a person
listen,
money.
okay,
You gotta
put it
make
like
hard
this.
choices at that
You
point.
can at this point you can help who you can help. You can't who you can't. So like I look at it like this. Lil Durk, his brother chose to go back to Chicago and go to the club. That's out of his hands. But you can also, I'm sure he's also had him over in Atlanta, living over there, doing what he does.
representing Chicago, bro. I ain't trying to go out there.
See, Lil Durk just the people, and you see like did you see his cryptic tweets he put up, basically saying how he kind of clearing house and shit. Like, I ain't saying that you gotta be perfect. You know what I'm not saying that this shit is perfect, but I think that rappers can avoid more of the drama that they be in. Like, like you can avoid a lot of what you be in if you just kind of stay out the way. I'm not saying that you're never gonna be in an incident. You're never gonna have these issues or whatever. But let's say that what they saying with Fredo Bang is true, right? You're in Miami. You didn't have to if you allegedly sent that hit. You didn't have to do that. You could have just let that man live and you could have gone on about your day. You feel me?
Why would you let him live? That's another man out there trying to kill you.
Is he trying to? I don't know. I'm not gonna say that he's trying to kill him. I don't know. But what I would say is, you've already made it, bro. Like, yeah, you could have. You got the drop on him. You're away from home. Like, just if you stay out the way in Miami, you're probably most likely you'll be okay from the people in Louisiana. Like, Youngboy is probably the only nigga in his team and the few people that he run with that can travel to Miami. Like, a lot of them niggas is probably fucking broke and can't even make it to fucking Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I live in Atlanta and say I got heavy beef in Atlanta, if I move to LA, that cuts down at least halfway the chances of me running to just a op at Lenox Mall. You feel me? Like,
But who wants to get big and famous and rich and not be able to go back?
I ain't saying don't come back, but have a reason to come back. If I'm coming back, I'm coming back. It's a toy drive on Thanksgiving. It's Christmas. I'm doing that. I'm in and I'm out. Like, you know, that's the problem. Rappers want to be like, shit, I'm in my old hood. Like, I'm here hanging all day. Like, you don't think that that's a little childish?
No, because whether they right.
You don't think it's childish to go? If you're gonna go to your hood, bring something, like, go there for a reason. You don't think that it's childish to be there saying like,
who's to say they're not there for a reason?
then put it out there that you're there for a reason instead of being out there like, I'm in the hood, yeah, I'm shooting dice in the hood. Like, you don't have to do that. That's what they put out.
That's what the media put out.
No, that's what they put out, and the media repost what they put up. You know what I'm saying? That's
I
what
feel
I'm
like
saying.
it's inevitable, whether you in beef or not. If you get to a certain point in your life, there's certain places you just, you know what I'm saying? You can be a random person that
Okay. So if it's inevitable, right? I can agree that sometimes it is inevitable. If it's inevitable, don't you think you should at least make it hard for them?
Yeah, but you know how black people are. They don't want, especially poor black people, they don't want to see nobody else.
And that's what you need to, and that's why I say you need to know what you're talking about. Like you need to know what you're doing. As the nigga with the money, I've seen it. I've seen rappers from our side of town get on, and I'll watch how the hate just multiply. Like, niggas that you probably never even had, like, y'all might have a small beef, it turns into a huge beef because you're who you are. And what I can say,
you got niggas plotting.
what I can say is they only really come back and publicize that they come back when there's something going on. They move smart. You know what I'm saying? And they still can get posted on academics, posted, you know, whatever they need to do. That's all I'm saying. Like, just move smart. Just use your head a little bit.
You have to be smart to move smart. Just because you have money don't make you smart.
Listen, I agree. I agree with all that. Nothing you say
Started
is
off
wrong.
young and dumb.
Yeah.
The money don't make
Like
you
Youngboy, he can't.
See, but I feel like Youngboy,
Don't have expectations.
but see,
of
Youngboy, exactly. So Youngboy, for me, Youngboy is a nigga who, my thing is, when are you gonna learn? I think everybody can agree to that. When are you gonna
First of
learn?
all, he's still a child.
He's not a child. He's 21 now.
He's 21.
You're not a child when you're 21 with 6 kids. You need to be an adult. You need to be an adult.
There's plenty niggas out here who have kids. That's
No. I feel like once you listen, well,
No excuse for
you
it.
should have transitioned. You should have transitioned from being a child to a man. You made yourself grow up early by having 6 kids and having such great responsibilities at 21. I'm not giving you an out by saying you're a kid at 21.
I feel like it's deeper than that. If he never had structure and he never had a parent and he
Yeah.
never had this and he never had that, how he gonna be a great person?
Because
and a
there are
great
people
role
who
model if he never had one?
didn't have anything and became
You're
something
right.
and matured.
You have to have a strong mind, right?
Well,
Everybody's not able.
I'm sorry, young boy, but this is the hole you put yourself in. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Money don't change all situations.
That's how I look at it. I'm not saying money changed it, but we gotta move on. But that was a good conversation. But we will keep in Louisiana. Tootie Raw. That's Boosie's son, his 17-year-old son, right?
He's 17. He got twins on the way.
He's 17. So look,
Is that 17?
yes.
I
So
would die.
Tootie Raw, I've noticed that. So this past week, I've seen he's put out 3 music videos. I guess he's trying to kick off his rap career, right? And in the videos, he's toting guns.
Toting gun.
He's had 3 videos like they on the same street. He's had the same. He just changed outfits. But that's neither here nor there. Whatever. Maybe the budget Boosie gave you was a couple thousand. Here you go. Do what you do, right? But anyway, so Tootie Raw, he's 17. He's been shooting videos. He's kind of projecting like old Boosie.
Where
Like,
did his beef come from? Who is he beefing with?
so Fredo Bang is Boosie's cousin. But they just learned that they was cousins, right? And Boosie's best friend who died, Ivy, he was affiliated with BBG for whatever reason. This is just from what I've seen on YouTube. Basically, Boosie fell out with BBG, the BBG camp before Ivy died. When he died, it hasn't been the same since, or whatever. So now Fredo Bang is signed to BBG, and that's his cousin. Also, Ivy's son is affiliated with BBG because that was his dad's record label, right? So now Boosie's son has been putting out music videos. For one, he's been toting guns in the videos. He's talking about, it's very violent music. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about shooting and killing niggas, drilling niggas, this, that, there. He even did a diss to BBG. Like, he's like, because they stand for Bottom Boy Gorillas, right? He says, some of them this, some that, I don't fuck with no gorillas. And there's even a video of Fredo Bang playing the song, trolling Boosie's son, like, oh, okay, type shit. And allegedly, from the internet, he's beefing with Ivy's son, who's like around the same age as him, right? So, my question would be, I guess I'm questioning Boosie's parenting, but you know, we've done that before. Should Boosie be letting his 17-year-old son have those type of music videos, saying that type of stuff, like being 17, shooting music
That
videos
goes
with
back to what
guns?
we was just talking about. Just because he has money don't mean he has the brains. Boosie is a hood nigga who spent most of his life in jail. He was in a maximum state security prison in Angola, facing murder charges. Like, what you expect him to do? How you gonna teach somebody how to be a man?
But
So-
Boosie has shown
No.
signs of being mature at certain aspects, right? Like the Vlad interview where he was like, "Man, you can't stay." Most people are after they get killed
In their own
in
hood.
their own hood.
So he knows what he's doing.
He knows that. I think a lot of it was his parenting skills can be questioned. And, you know what I'm saying?
All of them.
So in this example, he might just feel like, man, that's a grown ass man. Like, I'm gonna let him do what he wants.
Which is half true.
True. I mean,
Because kids, teenagers, we always teenagers once. You gonna do what you wanna do.
But I do feel like it's kind of like I don't know. I don't know for a fact, but I think Boosie has influence on his son.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it looks like he wants to be
Like
him.
he
wants to be him. I think he
it
could.
sounds like you want to be.
When Boosie, when like we've literally seen the famous video when Tootie was a toddler, and he had all his kids and he threw all the money on the ground and he laid in the middle of the money holding his kids like in the hood throwing up foes and a whole bunch of ghetto ass shit. Like that's what Boosie has taught his kids. From what it seems like.
I would love to hear like his thoughts on it.
Remember Boosie is the same nigga. Now he said it in his song, and then he actually came back years later, last year, and said on his son's birthday he hired a girl to give him and his nephews some head.
Yeah.
You know, this is the parenting
To try to.
of Boosie. So for me, it
You wanna
seems,
be a friend.
it seems like Boosie wants his son to be a street nigga. He's influenced him to be a street nigga, which I feel like is weird and wrong. I mean, it's just ignorant.
It's detrimental.
I feel like
I think Louisiana's just a
he
different
just
type
don't
of
want
place.
him to be no bitch ass nigga. Like,
Yeah.
it was the whole purpose of you getting rich so your children don't have to live that life. But at the same time, I feel like some of those kids, some of those privileged kids, don't understand, you know, certain things and
I
certain
agree.
aspects of life. But he don't have to. I wouldn't recommend my child on that.
Is he living the life or is he portraying
He's
to live the life?
portraying it.
That's
So,
two different things too.
Well, I can't say I don't know where
You don't
Tootie
know.
live. I know he's always complaining that he don't got his kids. So he might, when he's with his dad, he might be, I'm in Atlanta, I'm safe, I'm in this big mansion. I don't know what the living situation is at home. Also, he went to jail for 5 years, and Boosie said when he got out, he was broke. So shit, niggas he might have been in the hood for them, you know, stayed in the hood until his daddy got. I don't know what the situation is.
Yeah.
What I will say is, I just think it's weird for me that Boosie would allow his child to do that, have that type of behavior, being that it's like, nigga, we know what you've been through. Like, you went to jail for 5 years. You got shot in the leg. You talk about being hypnotized by hatred, going home. Like, you can beat all kind of shit. Like, you can beat the streets. You're a legit nigga who's literally been through everything in the streets. My thing is, why would you want your son to do that? And you always talk about the Louisiana prison system. Literally, like, every rapper in Louisiana has been in jail. Everybody. Probably except Currency. Everybody else has been in jail. We just seen Fredo Bang get arrested. So you shooting, and that's clearly not Atlanta. Like, you're shooting music videos in Louisiana with guns in your hands. Like, you dissing niggas on the other side of town. You're letting your son put himself in a position that you was in.
My question is, what young nigga do y'all know right now that doesn't rap about shit like that? Because I don't know one.
Oh, yeah, she has a point.
So I will say this. I can give you a good example of the same scenario.
Corday.
So, yeah, Corday, but let me say this. I can give you an example of somebody who's in the exact same situation and is different. T.I. has teenage children. Damani is more successful than Boosie's son. For one, he's been on tours with the J. Cole's and all that, and he didn't allow his son to rap about the same shit that he rapped about. He gave him a different experience.
He was there.
Huh?
He was there.
He went to jail too.
But
He go 5
the
years.
gun shit
He
with
went to jail twice.
Didn't he kind of laugh about that shit though?
You said what?
The gun shit with King.
He encouraged that.
I don't know what he did. I don't know. Did he laugh at that?
He kind of did. On with Tiny, he was like, "Look at your son," like laughing. Like,
Listen, you know.
I can understand.
If he did, I'm sure that he might have. I'm gonna just assume that he talked to him. I don't know. I can't say. But that's a situation where I don't know all the ins and outs of that situation. It looked like he was kind of being pressed and he had to do something. So I don't know if he told him to do that or what. But what I will say is that what I'm talking about is Damani. Like, when he became a rapper, he said, it's on interviews, like he said, I told my son, like, rap about your life. Rap about, you know, get your creativity up. Like, you know, like, it's easy to emulate other people. And that's why I think, like, where Boosie said, I don't know, I can't say what his life is, but seemingly a guy who's got privileges and his dad has connections to, basically, like, you can kind of do, he can open the door for you to do whatever you want to do in life, but you choose to be Boosie. Try to be Boosie.
Influence is strong.
It very is. So that's why I just say,
It's
you
not like
know,
T.I.'s son.
You look up to him.
Listen,
It's not like
I
T.I.'s
agree.
son didn't choose to be a rapper. He
yeah,
don't rap. He just made him.
but he influenced him to be him. I feel like that's the difference. It's like, I'm telling you to be you. I actually don't know if Tootie's being him, or if he's not. I can't say that.
But I understand both sides, especially being from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to experience life on both sides of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
And I can understand why, just because I'm put in a higher position, I want my children to understand what type of world we live in, especially as a black man. You know what I'm saying? Just because you carry yourself to a certain standard, just because you have X amount of money, doesn't mean you aren't acceptable to things being done to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or being a problem. I mean, I feel like he would want his son to know how to defend himself or to do this and do that, but
T.I.
Boosie, both of them.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But I definitely wouldn't have him toting guns. But at the same time, he's 17. Like, and how could he sit up here and tell him, like, oh, don't do that. That's not the way. When he was doing worse shit at that age.
But you're supposed to be better.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
but
your
you
parent.
can't judge.
You can't make him. You can't make him.
You can't make him.
But
You gonna push him away.
but the reason, okay, so look, if he would have put this video out and there was never other controversial things about Boosie parenting, I probably wouldn't even have a problem with it. But being that we've seen Boosie has literally influenced his son to he's pushed for his son to have this behavior, that's where I question it. Like, you're kind of putting the pressure on your son to be you.
Put your wrist in it, boo.
You know, when you think about it,
First of all, don't say that either.
when you think about it, like Boosie, you know, my son got a sag on his pants when he's 4 years old. He ain't gonna be no lane around me.
Nigga.
Yeah, so we're saying that his parenting isn't the greatest.
It's this young
His
boy
parents
who
wasn't
made
the
it.
greatest.
Well, According to Boosie, his mama did all she could. He just lost his daddy at an early age.
In life, you can
That
only
don't
do
mean
what
no
you're taught. You have to
No,
actually
so
go
what?
out on a limb and try to change. Try to change your ways. Look at Boosie. He hasn't changed. So how do you expect him to preach his son?
I agree, and that's why I can criticize him for his parenting.
His parenting is terrible.
Yeah,
But
that's all I'm saying. Listen, I think it's easy to say, well, that's just who he is. Yeah, I do. We can all agree that he is who he is. We're just asking, is this wrong? Like, is this, like, what's going on here?
Or is it wrong to expect better?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Of course it's not.
that's what I don't understand. How people who get to that level and not want better. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Or not want to mentally change. But
I can agree with that.
I guess it gets to the point where, like, the old
you
saying,
so stuck in your ways.
you could take somebody out the hood, you can't take the hood out of them.
Yeah.
That's just a prime example.
So, Joel Osteen, we all know who that is, right? We all know who Joel Osteen is, right?
Yeah.
So, Joel
I
Osteen.
think I'm over me in church.
So Joel Osteen, I seen recently, he bought him like a $325,000 like it was like a McLaren. It was some kind of foreign car, right? And you know that came with the backlash of like, pastors shouldn't
What are you supposed to drive a minivan?
have this type of lifestyle.
What's up going
They question where his money is coming from in the church.
Y'all know where it's coming from. The
How do
conversation.
we agree? How do we
I agree.
feel about this situation? Do you agree with it?
Yep.
Go ahead, speak.
I'm joking. I agree and I don't agree because, like, we already know. Come on now, we know what church is about. You have to go to church for the reasons that you want to go to church. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I pay my tithes. Whatever is, I pray, I pay my tithes. Whatever it's going to, that's what it's going to. I know I did what I was supposed to do. If Joe and the rest of these pastors want to exploit that money and exploit these people, then go right ahead. But it's what it is.
Yeah, you ain't got no control of where the money's going to. I mean, shit.
I mean, if I was him, I'd get it too.
Religiously, you doing it for a reason to satisfy your tithes. And
He doing what he's supposed to do, right? He going to church, he praying, he did close the doors on the people during the hurricane.
Allegedly.
You know, I was going on them niggas running them.
From what I've
fucking
seen
people.
at the thing, they would say, this is just odd. I think he was trying to prepare the church for that amount of people. And I guess
Nigga,
they
you gotta let them in while you
Church.
prepare.
No, he didn't want them in there messing
He
his
did.
shit up. Which I understand.
Y'all motherfuckers don't come in. Fuck it.
Ain't about to dirty my shit up.
that's fucked up. I mean, it's a hurricane.
Fuck.
Where
Swim
people
down the
supposed to
street.
go? Those pastors still going to the church every Sunday, so
He's
Yeah.
really, really big. Like, my mama watching it. I don't know if she still do, but she definitely used to watch him. I don't know, man. It's morally, it seems a little bit, You know what I'm
But
saying?
you're doing your part by paying your tithes.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't
kind of like,
go.
that's kind of not your business, I guess, at that point.
It's not.
It's not
Yeah.
You pay your 10%, and God will bless you back.
he must have got a big PPP loan.
He did.
So that's what they said. They was mad at him about that too. They said he got PPP, but I
he
think
got
at the same time, is that not what the PPP was made for?
Did he not pay the
He
people?
didn't do
that
nothing.
was
He paid
paid?
his people.
Like I say this, like,
He paid himself. Shit.
Okay.
Well, we don't know. Did he
Feds
pay
be
his
watching.
employees? He might have
So,
paid
like,
his employees.
He's a white man. The Fed's not watching.
Oh, yeah, the IRS be watching. They care about that money.
I always watch everything.
No,
So he's paying that money back somewhere, some of it, but I don't know. Them super mega churches, them Eddie Longs, them Creflo Dollars.
I think
I don't know.
I think that people are I think people gotta understand Joel Osteen, isn't that his name? You say his name right? Why do we just assume that that's the only way he makes his money?
He might have other businesses.
He
He's a best-selling book
Like
writer.
Russell.
Like
Yeah.
he's made millions off of writing books. Like I'm sure he probably has investments.
Is he not allowed to splurge?
Like is he not? Why? My question
That's
is,
his main source of income.
we don't know
That
that.
could be a small.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know. We don't know.
That's a good
No, you
idea.
Public
don't.
record.
At that point,
You would know.
Look it up.
he does sell books.
Have you looked it up? Or do we just assume that that's his main source of income?
He take them ties and buying them. Like,
Yeah, we don't know. Like he could be investing everything that the church
I
make
know.
into his employees and
He definitely got TV deals.
he has a TV deal. He makes money.
Don't you get paid
He's a
Being a
bestseller.
pastor, having a church,
Yes,
don't
you
get a
do.
monthly stipend or something?
Yeah,
like
you
that?
do make some money off of that.
And it's based off, like, how
But he
big
also
it
has a
is.
mega church. Niggas is going to
Right.
these little ass churches down the street thinking that he
No,
should get,
he's keeping a
like
light
it's
on
different.
that.
His 10% that he gets from the church might be 20 times more than the nigga
Yeah.
over there at goddamn First Baptist Church of, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you know what I mean?
Oh.
So like I said, he's
Oh.
We go to hope when Pastor Shields pop up with a Lamborghini, something.
yeah, no, that's different.
Something a little different.
Yeah, you over there, we've been talking about Baton Rouge all day. You go to Baton Rouge, you go to the little ass city and you see the
That nigga
goddamn
gonna be dead.
a nigga pull up with a Lambo, he gonna be like, man, where the fuck he got that from? And we still ain't got no AC in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What guy you got?
exactly. Like,
I don't think it's nothing wrong with
Hey,
him
I'm
having
just-
a car.
why
Like,
can't
people
pastors
can
have
a
good
church
things?
forever.
A jet.
why can't?
He got a jet.
So no. So
No.
that was Creflo Dollar,
I
right?
got a jet.
So
He got all that.
did Creflo end up dying? Who's that who died? That had like a thing against them. They had like they telling him to touch people.
That was Eddie Long.
Eddie Long. Okay. So Creflo, I think the way.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I think when they was the thing about the Creflo situation is when you automatically see, oh, a nigga want a jet, oh hell no.
They be traveling.
He was I think they presented it wrong. Like they didn't say exactly why he needed the jet.
Yeah.
He was saying like about just the expenses. It's costing more
Catching flights.
catching flights, going to Africa, doing whatever type of work and shit they were doing for the church.
That's a lie.
So he was saying, he said it's a lie.
I don't know. First of all, you know how much a jet costs? Ain't no way he racking up that much motherfucking
Do
flight.
you know how much a jet costs?
A lot.
So what I'm saying, over time, if I'm getting put like this, if I'm bringing 40 employees over to Africa continuously back and forth, it may be cheaper for me to just buy a jet instead of just buying them flights.
Commercial.
Why he had to explain that though?
Because people
I wouldn't
don't
even-
take. Because I guess he's asking for donations. He doesn't be putting up a GoFundMe or some shit like that. He's asking the people of the church to put money.
Don't
in
let
shit.
her don't, nigga. I'm not about to
Right,
give you an essay of why. The fuck?
But you know the internet.
Shit.
You know how the internet is.
That's one thing I don't like about the times now. Anything that happens, people gotta explain themselves. Like,
I'm
I
not
could be a
explaining my
celebrity.
shit for
Cause
nothing.
I'd be like, fuck y'all, and how y'all feel, and what y'all think. Like, bitch, I don't care.
People don't want to get scammed. They don't want to feel like they're getting played.
Fuck how they feel.
I heard that. I guess when you're the church and you're taking people's money, they pay for your income.
Nah, everybody.
So I guess they feel like they have a need to say
What
they do.
Don't give me the money.
Right.
Don't feel like you can dictate what I do with it.
Listen, I agree.
If
Don't
it's
take
in your
out
heart
my-
to give it to me,
Your
give it
little
to me.
$5
If
on
not,
buy this jet. It was a collection of $5.
And you remember a few years ago? You remember a few years ago when TLC put up a GoFundMe and was saying like, you know, we want the fans want us to make another album, our last album. We want y'all. Well, then y'all fund it for us. Like y'all donate to the GoFundMe. And I guess it took like 2 years. You know, which is typical R&B album especially from a group who hasn't been
I don't
active.
think they have money. I think they needed that.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I think that people were expecting the album to be done faster. And so they were complaining and giving
What y'all
big
doing with
pieces.
our money?
And so they was like, well, shit,
He's black.
we'll give you a fucking refund. Like, they put it out there, like, we'll give y'all money back since y'all don't want the fucking album in. Like, we working on it. So I just think
Studio
that's,
time ain't cheap.
Niggas don't need
Yeah,
$20
people-
in
Niggas what y'all doing, mama?
yeah.
Where my album?
I think people don't. That's what I think. I guess I'm trying to say. Like people don't realize the work that goes into things. They don't know anything about balancing a fucking checkbook. Anything about the money that goes into the church. Like y'all complain and y'all don't know
for them
nothing.
to know.
Exactly.
Once you give them money,
It's up.
That's
Yeah,
your profession.
like, don't worry about what.
I agree. I
Mind
agree.
your business after that.
Ask the Lord for it back. He'll double it.
Okay, that's your time. They say if you pray, you gonna get it back. And, everything, don't get it
I agree.
Okay,
So.
I pay my side. I know that's right.
So actually, as we speak, shout out to Gerard, I'm jealous. About 40 minutes, Kanye West is doing a listening party at Phillips Arena? Is it the old
Oh,
Phillips
Gerard
Arena?
Horn?
Yeah. He's doing like a listening party at State Farm Arena. He's dropping the album on Friday, tomorrow, I guess at 12 o'clock. What do we expect from this Kanye album, like content? Do we think he's dissing Kim Kardashian? Do
Yep.
we think that it's that type of shit? And do y'all still fuck with Kanye? Do y'all want to hear the album? Y'all don't really care to hear it? Like, what's going
Did
on?
he ever diss Amber?
Yes, he made a whole damn near. He made a song about it.
That's
Blame
just told
Game.
everybody he like a fan, right?
Blame Game. Like he made. That's probably the most literal, like the most classic album that he's made.
I think he might, because that's what the people want to hear. They want to hear something about what that family was like.
He's gonna address it. I don't think he's gonna diss her though.
Yeah,
I think he
he's
really
gonna
has
diss her.
a lot of respect for her. Like,
Agreed.
He shares kids with her.
I'm
or
not
even
Kanye.
outside of that, I think he like
I
views
know.
her as a mogul.
Yeah.
Like he respects.
I think that's what attracted him to her.
Yeah.
is
He's
her
so
business.
dramatic.
Kanye's my favorite artist all time. Like as far as
Far as
outside
who?
Lil Wayne.
Oh.
Like, so like
How you gonna make this man?
Right? I'm not Lil Wayne.
outside Lil Wayne. But his discography to me is like the best.
Yeah.
So even when like he made an album, I was like, Jesus, I don't want to hear that. I didn't like it. And over time, I learned to love it.
Yeah.
So even the last gospel album he put out,
Well,
yeah, he had a
You
Christian
put
album.
out like 2 gospel albums, right?
I liked it. So I'm not down with Kanye.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
down.
you would like anything that he put out just because he should be.
You're right.
Maybe.
But I'm not at first. I hated
So
it.
what
I
I
hated
think
the
I
last
think
album
to your point, I think the last album, I don't think it was bad. I think like it's gonna get top notch production,
That production was
top notch
wild.
features. Like as
He
far as
was barely
artistry, everything's gonna be great. I just think that I think for me, his rapping is not as good as
It's
what
not.
it used to be.
I agree.
So I think
Rapping
that-
on the Life of Pablo forward
Yeah.
outside of
Exactly.
he dropped the little 7 tracks, the good music shit.
Yeah.
I liked those.
I think
I ain't
everything.
even gonna hold
You liked
it.
it,
Yeah,
though?
everything
I liked it,
after he
though.
made after his mama died was trash.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not.
I don't agree with that.
Even if you don't like the album, he's gonna have some joints on everything.
Maybe
he
one
put
or
out.
two, but him
You
as
gonna
a
have some
person,
joints.
he
Maybe
just
1 or
depleted.
2.
I might listen if I ain't got nothing else to do, but I'm probably
I'm not a big Kanye fan. lately.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna listen to that
Get some
shit.
culture.
I think that he's not gonna diss Kim Kardashian. I don't think.
I don't appreciate him being a hypocrite because he used to rap about how he would never be everything he is now.
What is that?
I'm not gonna ever date white women. I'm not gonna ever.
He ain't never said that.
Yes, he did. Well, he didn't say it.
He ain't
specifically
never said I'm
like
not
that.
gonna date white
He
women.
just kind of said like, oh, when rappers get rich, this what they do,
And he did it.
and he did it.
Shit, we all human. That's how I look
I
at it.
think he gets a knock with that. Even me, like people of the old Kanye. I think Kanye's always been Kanye.
Kanye's always been hypocritical.
Always
He's a
been.
Gemini.
He's always kind of been against the
He's
grain.
one nigga and he's another nigga.
I don't think
It's kind of like Tupac saying, "Dear, like talking about black queens and treating women with respect." And then
First
it's like,
off, fuck your.
and I fucked your bitch and catching
Well, that's different.
rape charges and
That's
shit.
beat, and he didn't rape that girl.
Listen.
We not gonna act like
You know what it is? No. He didn't rape her, but what he did back then, right now, he would be going to jail for it. Allegedly, he fucked the girl. He sent some niggas in to come fuck her. You know how niggas used to be like, yo, come on here and get some, nigga. Type shit. They kept it moving. Back then, that's kind of like regular rock star shit. Now, you can't do that type of shit.
I mean,
Or that's
I
a
feel like
charge.
some of the blame
You're like an
is going
accessory to
away.
rape, if that's the case.
I'm not about to be out here trying to fuck no rappers just all willy nilly and look at the type of person he is. What did she expect?
Listen, we can't even go back to 90, 95, 94.
That's still
and say
today.
that.
All these girls have.
So they were sucking dick on the dance floor. Can you imagine?
On the
The
dance
girl-
floor.
the girl-
That's fine,
The girl that got raped sucked his dick in the middle of the dance floor in the club. Can you do that now? Fuck no.
Our people was there.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Back then it
Some
wasn't
weeks
like
watch
the VIP
it,
wasn't
nah,
there.
just them
It
and
wasn't
fuck.
just them there.
No. Suck his dick on the dance floor.
I feel
What?
like them used to-
He said the lights was on.
Oh, it was a party, like.
Them type of women, when they don't get what they want, i.e. money, they all curve.
Shout out to Jimmy Carter.
You silly.
So Kanye West. I said Kanye West, my bad. Crunchy Black.
Who is that?
You remember 3 6 Mafia?
That's
Remember
the one
niggas
with
be
the
dancing
arm?
all the time? No,
The
that's
one
DJ
with the
Paul.
I hate you.
That's DJ Paul.
The
Man.
one with the little arm.
Crunchy Black, you remember he used to do the dances? He used to dance. He look like Boosie. Black ass nigga, old ass nigga. Alright, so whatever, it don't matter. So Country Black, I'm under the belief that Country Black is like a severe alcoholic, and he's always seems like he's drunk in his interviews. But he's been having a wave of interviews now because Black kind of got him popping with the interviews. And so Country Black, he's from Memphis. So he was doing an interview, and he was talking about how like the rappers in Memphis is gangsters, and they really be on their shit. And he started talking about Pooh Shiesty, and he was like, yeah, this is on the internet. This is an interview. He said, Pooh Shiesty, you goddamn.
He was snitching.
He was like, we all know Pooh Shiesty did that shit because the interview was like allegedly. He was like, nah, the shit on camera. Like, he shot the nigga. He did that shit.
Ain't no allegedly, bitch.
Ain't no allegedly. Like, it's Memphis. I know Memphis rapper. He did that shit. And then Big
That
30.
strip club shit?
No. The first shit where they robbed the white kid.
people?
Yeah. So they were saying like he's out of pocket for saying that. Do we agree? And let me go get my fucking dog.
The fuck?
Well, speak on it.
I don't give a fuck if it was alleged. If you saw it with your own 2 eyes, mind your business. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with you.
You think that's snitching? Yeah.
Especially if
He
you
ain't
feel fighting
snitching if
charge.
there is footage. He's just giving his opinion. However, I mean, you ain't have to say all that.
He ain't have to say nothing.
I think he looking at it like a compliment almost, like a prideful. Like
That's
we
what y'all
we
niggas
Memphis
think.
niggas,
A
real
compliment,
deal
but he's
street niggas.
fighting like jail time because of this.
Hey, we lit. My
That's
dog,
what's
shout
wrong
my
with
dog.
them. You taking shit out their nose. That's what's wrong with them ignorant
She was
ass
like,
niggas. Right, like,
help me.
Yeah.
I gotta
Collar lit.
He just said, help me.
I don't know. I feel like it's that mindset, man. Like that's he probably.
the same thing we've been talking
Them
about.
fake
You get
rappers
on
don't do
money,
that
don't
shit.
say nothing.
He did that shit because we Memphis, we street niggas, right? We take pride in that.
I
shit.
100%
That's what I
agree with you.
understand about the rap game. Like, they hype all that shit up. But they hate young boys. Why?
So, okay, before I get to that, let me say this. I think that if you watch Country Black interviews, you realize the type of person he is. He literally speaks about himself the same way that he speaks about, that he just spoke about,
Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty. Like, he's talking about, he was talking like, I seen him in a Black interview. He was like, when I, saying like, when I was poor, you know what I'm saying, even now, to this day, if the money run out, I'm gonna take something. I'm gonna kill niggas. I'm gonna steal. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I gotta do. Like, he speaks like that about himself. So that's why I think, like you said, that is his mentality. Like, I don't think he means no harm to Pooh Shiesty. I don't think in his head that's snitching. I think in his head, it's like, nigga, we all agree to this lifestyle and this is how we live it. So this is what it is.
And civilians have way too much expectation for
Facts.
niggas. Like, why do you expect them to have the same mindset as you?
I don't.
Or even think logically. These niggas probably been illogical thinking their whole life.
I would
Having to be in
expect
the
him being in
street,
the
robbing.
streets not to speak on an open charge, though.
I think some of these niggas.
I think he knows that
I
if he
think-
says it or not, it don't affect the case. I just think that morally,
Yeah.
morally the
Somebody
people
else is to blame for
accept.
it anyway, right?
Right.
Or boy said something.
Like, there's a lot of street niggas that move smart. There's a lot of dumb that flashy that like to
That was
like
stupid as fuck.
like go on IG, be like, yeah, we took your chain, yeah, I robbed your pistol, and be in jail for 20 years. Like, that come with it. People like, bro, you gonna have to move away from them. They too loud. Like that's I think that's just part of it. Like you have like a whole circle of street niggas, and this pie, just 25% are the smart ones, 30% are the ruthless ones. Then you got your loud 15 they'll smack you, kill you, but they'll tell you about it too.
Yeah.
Like that's just part
And I
of it.
think-
One of them niggas like that.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
Like,
you
we
took
all
the
know
word out
niggas
of
that
my
just talk too much.
Yeah, you took the word
Y'all
out of
know
my
it's you.
Oh, I don't even know who the fuck she's talking about right now.
I don't
So
even
that's
move
subject-
along.
So, Michael Blackston. Did y'all see Michael Blackston?
Black
Oh, he
nigga.
got married to that white
He
woman.
got engaged.
Engaged, nigga.
Allegedly, she's Cambodian. She's
yeah.
Cambodian. She's
What
not
color
white.
is her skin?
She's Asian.
So the
She's
Asian
not
white.
necessarily white.
How,
No.
like
White,
that,
off-white.
I didn't think Russian was white. Then they were like, no, nigga, that's
Yeah,
not
you like
white.
Russian is
I
white.
thought Russian were all
So
white.
where you draw the line?
Cambodian is like
Outside of
Asian.
Europe?
Cambodian is Asian, right?
They own the yellow.
Cambodian is Asian.
I feel like
Yeah, but
people-
what
Are
is-
Asian people white? We don't say Asian people is white.
No. They don't
In the black community, we don't be like
No, you don't.
Asian
Like,
people are white. We
no,
don't say
but
that.
what you like in America? Never.
What you about to say? What you about to say?
Never. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I
Listen,
think I'm thinking the same thing you think. We see the black or white.
There's a lot of race. Still a lot of race. Some black people, especially in the.
yeah,
Not just in
well, I'm
America.
sorry. You know, maybe that's people who live in communities where they ain't never really seen nothing but black people. You know what I'm saying?
No, what I'm saying.
Like Asian people are Asian people.
What happened?
You know, we talk about white people, we talk about black people, Asian people are Asian people, Mexican, but like we talk about a Russian person, and
White
they to the
Russian
black
people,
people, like that's a white person. Like Luka Doncic to us is white.
Yeah.
He's a basketball player.
Yao Ming, you don't like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't say Yao Ming is white. We say Yao Ming is fucking
Oh, yeah.
Asian. He's from what, China?
She doesn't. I mean, she's not like. She don't look.
So either way, which
I
that's
can't tell
not
what she is because she don't look like herself.
that's not really relevant. What we were saying is Michael Blackson, he proposed on the radio, and surprising to me, he got mixed reviews. Like I seen women saying, "Don't ever propose to me on no fucking radio station." Like why would you propose to me there? Like,
Women gonna always complain about something.
They are. It was kind of nonchalant though. Like, and then he wasn't trying to get out his chair at first. Charlamagne had to tell him like, get out your chair, nigga. I need you on your knees.
I would have said no.
we didn't care when Gucci didn't get on his knees at the basketball.
I don't remember
at the
Gucci
basketball
Mane, but
court.
I don't
It's
remember
Gucci
there.
Mane, so why
but
can't be Michael Blackson?
I need my nigga on my knees. So I mean,
On your knees. You need to get on your knees. I heard
What you
that.
got going on over there?
This is taking a turn.
I need my nigga on my knees.
I need my nigga on
Name of the episode.
I need my nigga on my knees. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah,
now?
it was just a little nonchalant. Like it wasn't nothing special about it. I feel like that nigga been carrying around that ring. He was just like, you know what? Like,
Did you see the whole clip? Wait, did you see the whole clip?
I watched the whole interview.
Okay, so you watched the whole thing. So you seen how they started talking about marriage, and then he started explaining why she's the one, and how much he loves her, and even he's basically slimming down on his lifestyle and all
That
this,
nigga
that,
said he
and the
didn't get rid
third.
of the side bitches, and she said goodbye side bitches when he proposed.
But okay,
Wait, what?
so allegedly, it seems like maybe she allows him to have
She
side
did
bitches.
not
Michael Blackson is known for being.
First of all, he's African. All them men cheated.
They
So
were
what I'm
having
saying-
threesomes.
What?
So no, what we're saying is, it seems like she allows a certain lifestyle, correct?
African men.
She does, but she doesn't. Cause
I don't
he
know about that one.
said that she was having like threesomes and shit, or letting him fuck other bitches because she knows that he wanted that. So she was trying to satisfy him, which she shouldn't have been doing that.
But she
That's
didn't
not
like
what
it.
she wanted to do.
Fucking
Yeah.
That's what every woman
So-
does to me, except me. I ain't gonna do it. I die alone. But I
I don't
feel
think
like
every
women
woman does it.
go out there way to please a man. Like, oh, if I do this, he just gonna love me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he gonna eventually stop fucking with him. Or this gonna happen. If I just prove my love to him, like, girl,
Because he's
That's-
not putting the
we gonna be
end date
the
to
same
it.
nigga
There's no
who
wisdom
loves
to
me
that?
once.
That's just all
Hell
fuck
no.
Yeah, that's fuck shit. Because
Fuck
there's
that.
no end date to that. He's still saying he
If
wants
you
to
let a
fuck the
nigga
other
cheat on
bitches.
you day one, he's gonna cheat on you day 100.
Okay, so let me say this. So Michael Blackson, I don't think what I'm trying to say is from what I seen, from everything that led up to it, I thought it was kind of like
If it was
cute,
genuine, why
romantic, like,
he had to do it
he
on
basically he's over the air, over millions of airways, talking about why he's cutting on his lifestyle, and like why he's cutting back on his lifestyle. He basically saying why he loved the girl, and then he turns around on the radio, on video, on YouTube, and confesses how he loves her and he wants to marry
He
her.
barely
Tell women
confessed
that
how he
never
loved
had
her.
bitches.
So y'all mean to tell me that a nigga gotta sit here and give you an essay why he love you? He can't just say I love you. What if he's like? What if that made him nervous? Like, you know, he's nervous. Y'all gotta take it.
That nigga was
You
nervous.
proposed before, correct? Were you not
You
nervous?
made it special. That shit wasn't
At
special.
all.
That was like off a whim.
Why was that
She
so
wasn't
special?
even dressed
He did it
up.
for
She wasn't
himself,
done
number
up.
one.
Like nothing.
But why do y'all think that that's? See, just because he didn't get a proposal, y'all want it.
No,
I
I
don't
think he
think
didn't think
he
about
He
what
gave-
her.
she
What
wanted.
if she's
Yeah,
simple?
I don't think so.
What if
either.
she's simple like that?
She's
Is
not.
that a
She seems
memorable-
excited to fuck with me.
Was that a memorable?
Because she wanted his money. You think she really
Oh, now
love
she
him?
wants his money.
You think she really love him? You think if he went broke,
Why
that
she
lady
can't
would
really
still
love
She
her?
might love him. Why? I feel like bitches.
You
do
think
that.
if he went to
He
$0,
I feel like bitches do
He
love
ugly.
these niggas a little bit.
He
Show
ugly,
love.
but
you think if he went to $0, that woman would still be with him?
She mad. Why are we talking talking about shit we don't know.
Okay, but besides that, I feel like he did it.
So you feel like niggas with money can't get love? Like, genuinely?
It's harder. A nigga with some money gonna
That's
attract
because
all
she
kinds
wouldn't
of
love
bitches.
no nigga with money. She just be
I'm
there,
just
goddamn,
stating what's the
catch a
obvious.
bankroll.
I obviously don't care. If that was the case, I'd be married by now because I didn't talk to plenty niggas with plenty bankrolls, okay?
Maybe you need,
That's
you know
not
what I'm
the
saying, some
case.
cute
I don't
dick
talk
and
to
some
people
money.
for what they have. I talk to them for how they make me feel. Other people don't. Women these days.
First of all, you don't
looking
like
for
nothing.
kids.
Let's put that out there to the podcast. You hate everybody.
I do.
All right, so let's just put that out there. You're one of a kind when it comes to hating people, complaining about something. You gonna find something to complain about. You gonna find
But what I
something.
would never do is use a man for what he has. And I feel like we live in a generation where a lot of women do that. I don't use niggas.
So you feel
I
like
can use niggas, but I don't.
you feel like
So you don't
the
go
only
to the
reason why she
club.
even accepting of all that.
Oh wait, look.
Yeah.
What about me being in the club?
If you went to the strip club right
Nigga
now,
brought that ear
with some
out.
Africans, and you went to the strip club with some Africans right now, and them niggas had bread and they gave you some money for you to have a good time, is that not using them?
No,
Because you,
I'm not asking them.
I'm asking.
I'm not. First of all, I would never ask a man for anything.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna offer, and if you're offering to give me something in a strip club, I'm throwing your money. It is what it is. Like
The money gets thrown by you.
period, regardless. Okay.
But back to the moral of the story. No, that wasn't nothing memorable.
Nothing memorable.
It was
But by
memorable.
proposing me in front of millions of people over the radio,
He didn't
over the
think that
most
shit
popular
through.
radio station in the
He did it for
country.
his-
I think he got pressured. Not pressured. I think.
Wait, what you mean he did it for himself?
He did it for himself. How is that? What is that justifying? First of all, she's not nobody. Like, what's
She's
he
not
going on
nobody.
the radio for proposing to her for? Like, it
She
would
was-
have been more. Wait, let me finish.
Oh, my
It'd have
God.
been more special if he thought of all the things she liked and did those things. What the fuck are you?
So
going
let
on
me
the
tell you
radio
this,
for?
because we've already so you proposed on your birthday.
Yeah.
That was very,
So is that him doing that for
very
himself?
thoughtful. No, I
He
thought
did
that
for
was
her.
very.
That was very. Because I would never do no shit like that.
But he proposed on his birthday.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
love
talking
that
about.
If
one.
he proposed on your birthday,
I'm gonna be mad as fuck.
I'm not gonna be.
what if he
I'ma
did that for
say
you?
yeah, but
So
I'm
he's not
mad.
doing that for you because it's your birthday.
I mean, it depends.
You see how I'm saying? Like, women ain't satisfied by shit. Like, what are y'all talking
I'm not
about?
gonna be that.
Make
I'm
it
not gonna
make
be mad,
sense.
But if
Make
I'm
it
having
make sense.
I'm trying to. If you
Oh
let
my
me,
fucking
if I'm
god.
having a big birthday party, don't propose to me at my big birthday party. Like, this is my day. This is about me. Don't ruin my moment.
You're fucking weird.
I mean, I'm not gonna be mad about that. If I'm getting a ring plus,
Set
you
up
give
your
me some
own
other
stuff.
shit too.
It's the thought that
Okay.
counts. Like, don't use my day and what I produce to propose. Get your own.
So
people
let's say
together.
that you
Get your
had
own
let's say
decorations
that you
together.
had your day. Everything has been spectacular. We winding down. Jasmine about to go wash the dishes. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
By now.
Jasmine about to go wash the dishes. Everybody about to exit out. You like, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold
Well, that's
on, y'all.
different. That's
I gotta
different.
make my baby day. We gotta put a nightcap
That's
on this
different.
shit.
That'll work.
Wait, that'll work for who?
You talking about at the end?
For you.
If you do it at the end, maybe it'll be okay. But I still feel like put your own thought into it. Men fail to
That's not
realize
thought.
women no. It's the thought that counts. Don't use the fact that I already got these people together, right? I already got a little
What if
everything.
he got those
What
people
if he
together
set up
though?
their
What if he set up everything?
Think about me. That's the point. Think
Thank
about
you.
me.
He
He's not
did
thinking
think
about
about
you.
you.
He's not
You
thinking
set
about
up your whole birthday for you to have
Oh, I'm
fun.
not arguing that one because I wouldn't.
I'm saying like he set up your birthday, like he caught everybody. Let's say it was a surprise. Y'all
Okay,
went
that's
out to
different.
eat. Y'all came back to the house. Surprise! Y'all party. You let everybody party. Everybody get fucked up. Everybody have you know you get your flowers. They, you know what I'm saying? It's winding down. You know niggas is about to leave. You literally get down on one knee. Do that then.
That's
Is that an issue?
No.
I just feel like you can't.
You can't win.
Please.
You can't win with women.
You can't win because it's like, yo.
Remember your wife.
What did you think was special about that? Michael Blackson.
He did.
I mean, like, did she seem like she enjoyed it?
Exactly.
She was like,
She wants
oh, well,
money.
thank you, yeah.
And
of
you're saying
course,
she's only because she
I
wants his
will.
money. That's
It
what we're saying.
wasn't
That
like,
nigga ugly as a
I don't think she was
motherfucker.
really
She don't
moved.
love him for him.
Everybody, listen.
She got
And
it.
his
Ugly
personality
people,
is
ugly
trash.
people, ugly
I know
people,
him. I met him.
ugly people. Everybody has somebody for
Okay,
them.
besides him being we
Everybody
not
has
gonna
somebody.
act like we don't live in a world where bitches fuck with niggas for their pockets and niggas fuck with bitches for what they look
But-
like. Come on now.
But how do we just assume that that's her? That that's what she does?
yeah, she hasn't exuded those things. We can't
Yeah, like how we just gonna say, oh, she fucked with him because of his money? That's your assumption.
Was she fucking with him before he got home?
He been on.
You
He's
can't
been
help
married
it. He's been
before.
on since the 90s. Like, how you gonna just tell something like, what the fuck you supposed to do? Yeah.
I don't think
I don't think
everybody.
she'd be with him if he didn't have money.
Alright.
That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it.
Does your man need to stick him beside him?
I'm gonna stick beside him.
Alright, hold on, let me see if I got a soundbite. So, I seen a soundbite going viral at Safari. I think this, I don't watch, what are they on, Love and Hip Hop?
You know what they on.
No, I wanted to say,
Right.
I was trying to,
Nigga be sneak watching while
no, I do watch it
You probably
while I'm trying to go
watch
to
every
sleep.
episode.
Jasmine got it on TV, I'll watch it when I'm going to sleep, but I didn't see this particular clip. So I'm trying to
What
get
she
a
said,
better
she
understanding. Yeah, is that her, that's when she said she was pregnant to him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's basically,
First of all, she was big as hell. They knew she was pregnant.
She was like, I wasn't even showing you. It looked, bitch, I could see that little
She's showing everything.
alright, so Safari is basically in the clip that I'm about to play, not knowing how to feel, because he's basically saying like,
He made a monster out of
I don't know if I wanted more children or whatever, right? And Twitter was going crazy about the clip, because they were saying like he begged her for a family, this, that, and the third.
But
So
she did, but look how
let me
she
play the
acted.
clip, and then we'll give our opinion.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't know.
I don't know what I am. I felt like we just started getting a rhythm. When March turning one, I have to start all over again. I don't know how I feel.
Alright. So basically what he said was basically like he had a child, like we just had a child, she's 1 year old, we just finally caught our rhythm with parenting the child, and now starting back over. And
I feel bad for her.
people were saying he's trifling because he pursued the way he pursued her, I guess, and he's saying he wanted a family, and now that he's gotten it, and he's basically trying to renege on it. How do we feel about that?
First, it's hard
He
to
has
even,
every right to feel how he feels.
it's hard to even take that serious because on the show,
Facts.
one week
I agree.
they hate each other, next week it's together.
And like they just said, she was already big as hell.
That's more of a what's the scenario type of shit.
That's probably fake.
Yeah,
and
he didn't
scripted.
just find out.
He didn't just find
Let's
out.
just look at it as if
So, like,
this happened. This
Like
just
you just
happened.
look at it on a blank canvas, like, hate me or not, if the roles were reversed, like people allow women to have that. Oh, I don't know how I feel.
Agreed.
To feel. Men are not allowed to have that, right? They just have to
Agreed.
accept their responsibility that they're in.
Facts.
But being that he did pursue that and do all that and add all that, I think he just needs to. Like, she didn't rape you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He stuck the dick
you
in.
stuck the
like,
dick in it, you gotta accept the responsibility. Like,
I don't
That's
think
how I
he's
feel.
saying he's
I don't
not
think
gonna
he-
take care of his
yeah.
child. I
Facts.
think he just don't want to be with her.
See, I
I
agree
think-
with the first part. I ain't say that that's what he's saying.
I don't think he want to be with
He
her.
just
That may be the case, but I don't think that's what he was saying right there. I don't think he was saying.
He
I don't
doesn't know
That's what
how
he
to
was saying.
feel. He
It's
didn't
a
have
lot,
a kid
like,
before,
right.
so he doesn't know how dealing with two kids is gonna be versus dealing with that one. Like
we've been magically getting
like
there,
he
man.
said, he's trying to get through the
Stick
rhythm.
dick in it.
She didn't rape
So-
him, but I do feel like she's rushing.
So what I think is, especially it's
Why
from a
y'all
guy.
having a child so soon? It seems from the outside looking in, y'all already having issues in y'all
Probably,
marriage. Why would you throw a child into? Not saying that she purposely did
Yeah,
it,
but like,
but you could have prevented it.
So from what it's a guy. I'm sure me and her both can relate to this situation because we've been there. Like, and I'm not saying that's our scenario, but let's just say like having two kids is definitely harder than having one. So in the first year of parenting, having your first child like is overwhelming. It can be overwhelming. Like if you have a kid, like you having your first child, it can be overwhelming because your life changes. You know what I'm saying? So having kids that close, back to back, and like you're just now adjusting to this life, and now you're having another child, I can understand the way he feels. Yeah, I've seen people.
apprehension.
If you ask 20-year-old Justin, how many kids he wanted, what type of parent he's gonna be. I would have said I wanted 4 kids, and
I don't know what he was
I was gonna be the best dad in the world, and this, that, and the third, and this is how life is gonna be. Once you get that first child, you start realizing like this shit ain't what I thought it would be. I love it here, but
It's more.
damn,
than
this
a
shit
job.
is hard.
It's a responsibility.
Yes, this shit is hard. Think about being responsible for one person. Like when we found out when we was having Khalil, I'm sitting here, my thought was like, damn, being responsible for
I
2
didn't know how to
kids.
feel, to be honest. I didn't know how to feel having to be a mom of 2 because
Yeah.
shit, Callie at a point where she can do shit by herself. Now I gotta tend to him.
Starting
I'm working.
over.
I got to a rhythm where
I-
me and her good while I'm working.
I
guess I
honestly
don't-
believe it's better for them to have kids closer because neither one of them really know what to do. Like you have to watch
But
them.
y'all looking at it and y'all get along, right? Although everybody has issues, which I'm sure y'all probably have y'all past
How you
10
got
that's
like
wrong.
them niggas?
That's why I just
He's
said.
on your knees.
I'm on your knees.
You on your knees. As I just said, everybody has their issues, but I feel like he's at a point where he's looking at her differently. You know what I'm saying? You never know
Agreed.
somebody until
Yeah.
you know
That definitely
that
contributes.
life.
That
Until
definitely
you
contributes.
see her as a parent, until you see her angry, until you see, and then
She
maybe
done
it
ran
gets
to
to
the
a point
internet.
where maybe I rushed into this. Maybe this is not what I want. Now she having another child and it's like, well, fuck, like,
Damn, stuck with this bitch.
now we got 3 kids.
Sucks, sucks.
I don't even know if we gonna make it through this marriage with this one. Now we have 2 and you doing all this
And it's a
bullshit
broken
every
home,
day.
yeah.
Speak Joe.
So it's like, he has every right to feel how he want to feel. I don't feel like women should force a man to be in a situation where they won't be in because you're going to get disappointed every time.
That's a fact. I still believe though, that's not like babies didn't just pop up.
No, they
You have
Yeah.
contraceptives, like you still actively doing that, and you know that's what comes with it.
I get it.
Like
I-
birth
I-
control, like you could.
They ain't
He
perfect.
can't
But
say come get on birth control.
but he can also
You can
there's
do
also
like-
alternatives. You can also take this baby down to the clinic.
I don't think that's.
I'm just saying he's
personal
expressing his.
opinion, like,
You think married couples don't get abortions?
I don't think he would tell
Yeah.
her that.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he was saying in there
That's because they
anyway.
already know
I'm just saying there are other options.
But
What I'm saying.
the biggest of the backlash was his, I guess
He
his
could have
switch,
supported her a
right?
little better.
He wanted that
Now,
originally.
it sounds
now
to
he
me
don't.
like they
That's
should
the
have.
biggest-
Now
But
maybe
they do that
they
now.
should have had a conversation about other
No.
kids.
Touch bases on what he just said, because men do that a lot. Y'all always say, well, I want this, I want that,
I'm
now
gonna
all
give you
in, I
5
want
kids.
big
But
shoes.
he
I want
probably
to
wanted
this.
it when they were in a good place. They were in a good place.
And that's
so
wrong
that's
with
what pride.
You're not gonna
Why is it
always
only
be in
his
a
fault?
place.
That's my
It's not.
question.
I never said it was. I feel like it's
Like
her
he
fault.
said,
She,
if
she actually was
like he said, if she was to feel the same way, let's say that she wanted a family, or let's say he wanted a family and she ended up switching, it wouldn't be an issue. They'll say it wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
Because
Get
after
over
we
it,
was
nigga.
having
He has
marriage
a right. He
issues
has a right
with the
to
first
switch
child,
up.
I would have got on some type of birth control. Like, all right, he out, you pregnant,
Getting pregnant.
he out in fucking Jamaica partying and
Well,
shit.
that's when the
That's 'cause
baby
they
was
was-
here. That's
But
good.
I don't like, even with the first child, y'all having y'all problems. As a woman, she should have stepped back and said, am I prepared to do this alone? Because he don't have to do it.
I think we can all agree that the situation could have been
But
talked
he's
about.
very entitled to his feelings. I don't feel like he should be made visual.
Hey, how are you, sir?
What's up, bro?
Not lying.
Boy, if you don't close the door on that nigga, some niggas
That's
selling some shit.
We on a
Somebody said,
pause. Nah. I really feel like that. Like
Because he's unhappy too.
he has a right to I guess
Yeah, my
change his
nigga
mind.
ass wouldn't even open the door. He could hear us talking. I was like, oh, okay, bye.
Yeah,
You feel
sounds like
like
he's
right.
Hey, it's real out here. You just have some geek ass niggas saying, I love your shirt. Trying to sell us
That
some
is
pest
a nice
control.
blouse. I like that.
Yes, bitch.
Okay. Yes, let's go.
All right, so we're wrapping that up. It's time for that. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. Say what? Say what? What's the scenario?
Yeah,
Let me see if I can call Brandon. Let's see if Brandon pick up. Let's see if we'll include him in this.
that's why I just need my ass to sleep.
Oh, you alright?
Nigga, I'm trying to
Let's
get off
see
my
this nigga
head.
answer.
Just slowly doing this.
It's pulling.
Niggas trying to sell us some pest control. I tell nigga we good. All right, well, fuck Brandon.
I don't be understanding why niggas be knocking when they see a doorbell. Like,
And nigga be knocking hard as fuck too, like nigga.
I thought the feds was on the way. I'm like, this my nigga Justin.
Girl, he going by himself. Tell your mama get you out. Call your mammy.
Ain't no riding
They
down
gonna take the
around
charge
here.
from
Are y'all ready?
Not
I
around.
need y'all to listen to this. This
Oh,
one's kind of complicated, so I need y'all to listen to
You gotta take the
everything.
charge for man.
So look, this one's kind of complicated. So here we go. Lonnie and Farrah have been married for 30 years.
Lonnie and
Lonnie and Farrah have been married. Yes, all these are
Why
made
do you
up.
have to be their name?
Because this is what I do because everybody complains about the names, so I keep giving terrible names. So listen. And stop combing your fucking hair.
You gotta do
Shit.
it in the administrative voice.
Oh.
Yo, you ready for what's the scenario, bro?
This one right here gonna give you no problem.
Where you at? You in Kentucky or some shit? You on vacation? That's, you know what I mean? See, I try to give a lot to this nigga and say that he's just on vacation. This nigga talking
I
about
like
this
how you ignore me, Justin.
What?
He been putting his face on the stripper's ass, huh?
Oh.
Alright, so, yes, nigga, we are live. We live, baby. Alright, so here go the scenario. I need y'all to listen. This is complicated.
Lonnie and Farrah.
Lonnie and Farrah have been married for 30 years. They have 2 kids together, and Lonnie has a kid, which is his firstborn kid from a previous brief marriage as a younger man. So basically, Farrah has 2 kids and Lonnie has 3, right? One day, Lonnie gets a call from the younger brother of his firstborn kid. So his previous marriage, his kid has a younger brother that called him. The kid tells Lonnie that he wants, well, he's a grown man. The kid tells Lonnie that he wants a DNA test because he's under the belief that Lonnie is also his father. Lonnie knows it's possible. Lonnie's son with Farrah is also the same age as the son.
Lonnie ain't shit.
So that means that he cheated on Farrah with his previous wife almost 30 plus years ago, right?
All niggas
If
cheat.
it's true.
If it's true. If it, well, I mean, you'll be the.
He did it.
What was 1 is 2?
The timeline makes sense.
Farrah says that she's done with him if it proves to be true.
After 30 years?
Is that going too far because it was 30 years ago, or
Hell no.
is it is what it is?
You had a whole possible baby and you ain't say that.
And you
He
knew.
didn't know.
You know.
He knew.
possibly
He knew he cheated, but he didn't. Oh,
You
so
told me.
so
You
9
knew
months
you
later,
cheated and she got
or like let's
pregnant.
say 2
You
months
knew
later
she
she
just
gets pregnant.
came up with a baby around the same
Time.
time.
And
Yeah.
you ain't say nothing. You a fucking
He
dead
supposed to-
low
alright,
down.
tell my-
Okay, Jules, go ahead, speak. Go ahead, speak.
Lonnie is a low down dead bitch
Dirty
ass
bastard.
nigga. He is nasty. He
He's
knew
nasty?
he cheated. The bitch was pregnant. I'm pretty sure the first baby mama probably told him, "Oh, I'm pregnant." I'm pretty sure she ain't say nothing. I mean, she said something, right?
How you know that?
How you know?
They
You
got
do a
one child
lot
together.
of you do a lot of fucking assuming.
They
You know
got one
that?
child
He
together.
could
I'm
have
always
came,
right.
picked up his son.
It's called
Things
women.
got
She
a
could have
little
told
teeny.
she could have told him, "Hey, I'm so look,
Got
so
common
look."
sense,
She could have had a boyfriend at
Y'all
the time.
fucked on this month, and on the 9th month, on the 10th month, she had a baby.
So can I pause?
As
Can
a
I
man,
pause?
you
Can I
would
pause
say,
real
"Oh,
quick?
let me get a DNA
So
test."
can I pause
Why
real quick?
possible?
So I've had a situation back in the day
Boy, fuck this situation.
where a girl has told me,
That
"Hey,
nigga sick, he in the car.
hey, I'm pregnant, but it's not yours. It's somebody else's." I'm like,
Why
damn,
did
them
she
dates
tell
is
you?
close.
Oh, this shit was big on Twitter.
Just because when she said she didn't want me here for somebody else.
Oh, this
Nigga
happened
was-
on Twitter?
This nigga was dancing.
How long
with
you
his
got
kids.
together? But a girl from a previous relationship 2 years prior told me that I was the father of a
I'm
2-year-old.
glad I wasn't around, because we would have had to pull up on that. Okay. Baby, I done beat that baby.
So, alright, so what I'm saying is,
Damn.
so what I'm saying is,
The baby was-
you don't,
Oh, but go ahead.
yeah, so what I'm saying is you don't really know. Like,
What was the point of her calling me and telling me that? I'm confused.
because she was trying to figure out who the
So-
fuck her baby daddy was.
At the time,
Me and him work together.
at the time, you knew she was pregnant. Did you have any idea that was yours when she was pregnant?
So when she told me she was pregnant, she told me how far along. My first question was like, what's going on? Are you saying like it's mine?
So you-
Because if
Well,
you-
at least you took initiative to
And
ask her.
she said, what I'm saying is, she said no. That's why I'm telling you.
The baby mom could have
That's all
said,
I'm
that
telling
is.
you, I'm telling you it's not.
Talking at one time,
So
you
what
know,
I'm saying is,
you weren't there.
2 years later, she hits me up and tells me, hey, you actually are the father.
She did?
Yeah, we took a DNA test, but it wasn't mine.
She didn't know.
I think in a
What
lot
I'm saying is, all I'm saying that
Had
to
a
say
wild
is,
week.
it's not how you're saying. Like it's not as easy. It's not as easy
It
as
is
you're
easy.
saying. No, it's not.
It is.
First off, he in a whole relationship.
Why y'all make it seem like sex is
He gotta
all that
jeopardize.
time?
He gotta admit that he cheated for a possible.
What? Yes.
That's the issue.
Yes.
We gonna be around, but he gotta admit he cheated
Yes.
for a possible. That shit not
Drop
may
your-
not
If
even
you're not gonna
be
do that, get that DNA test right then and there. Then you think it's a possibility? Be like, hey,
Drop
Well,
your
I got
love
you.
to the
That's-
man.
That's my only point. Y'all making it seem like from the day that she
So-
got,
Hold on. I got you, bro.
So this is
I got
my
from the day that she got pregnant, he knew that it's possible he was. Maybe he wasn't even thinking about it.
get
Okay.
DNA test
He
in
didn't-
the
So
womb.
niggas, y'all mean to tell me niggas is that trifling? Y'all rather a child be born out of wedlock and you have a notion of, oh, it could be mine, but because you don't want to get caught cheating, you're not gonna take
So that's the second part. The first part
is
is a scenario. We don't have the whole picture. We kind of like infer. So maybe in this scenario, she said it's not his.
Yeah.
That's possible.
That's possible, but is it?
I'm
you,
pregnant. Oh, this is my boyfriend. You good?
Why did she tell
I ain't
me?
worried about
you
it no
put
more.
that in the.
No.
The problem
it's
is
left
that
open.
but everybody is
Okay.
adding to the scenario. We're taking the scenario for what it is. It was 30 fucking years
The
ago.
fact
I'm
is-
mad.
He's under the belief that that's not his child. That's all
That's
it's
all
saying.
that's
Did you get this from American?
You didn't say
All
that in the scenario.
Because this what happened.
Yes, it is. I said, he tells Lonnie that he wants a DNA test because he's under the, well, he said because he's under the belief that that's his father. Let me see where it says. It says,
Like the man, he should
You
say,
didn't
all right,
say that.
boom,
She
right
said
there,
that that's
the
not
DNA
his
test.
child.
Wouldn't you?
When she told
maybe this is just the
No.
first time hearing
Oh,
about it.
30 years
You
later?
said that he felt it's a possibility.
Lonnie and Vera have a marriage for 30 years. They have 2 kids together. Lonnie has a kid with his firstborn
He
kid from
ain't
a
no real
previous
man because when that
marriage.
girl started
As
showing
a
up
young
on
man,
the
one day Lonnie gets a call
That wasn't in the
from his younger brother
Exactly.
of his firstborn. He tells Lonnie that he wants a DNA test because he's under the belief that
You don't know what happened.
What was
it says Lonnie knows it's a possibility.
He
Yeah.
knows.
Of course, so what I'm saying is,
No. I got you.
go
So he
ahead.
should have had
30
that
years ago,
possibility
we don't
30
know what
years ago.
happened. But he knows when somebody says, yo, you might be my dad, I did
He
fuck
might
her
be.
around the time he was born. So
Exactly.
that means that she could have told him that was somebody else.
Oh, you're talking about 30 years later.
Yeah, that's when he says, well, now.
However, Lonnie, you know when you fucked that girl.
But no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why it's true. I'm gonna tell you why it's true because even then, when she told me you're not the father, I was like, who?
Cool.
You
that's
know
it.
better than me. You know who you fuck.
So 20 years later, and that's
You
why he
got-
never got the DNA test.
you
20 years
got 2
later,
years
the dude hits you up, be like, hey, Just, you might be my dad. Oh, I did fuck her.
Okay,
She
it
lied to
don't
me.
matter. I'm mad because I found out that you cheated on me 30 years later. If that is your
Alright,
fault.
so hold on. Let me ask Brandon.
I'm
Brandon.
mad.
Wait, okay. So Brandon, how do you feel about?
Beside you, I
All right,
stuck beside
hold on,
you.
hold on.
I stuck beside you.
All right, Brandon, how do you feel about it?
You know how he feels.
Oh, yeah. That nigga probably got one right now.
Hey, hold on. We gotta let the listeners hear Brandon. What you say?
Hey, it's been 30 years. You gotta charge that shit to the game.
Oh, we know you ain't shit, so we don't even want to hear your opinion. You trifling to this day. Fly, hang up on him.
My kid, she always puts the kid on somebody else. I'm assuming that it ain't mine. But if she calls me
You're a bitch ass
DNA
nigga.
test, you can't get mad at her. I ain't gonna do that.
We lied.
I mean,
That is some weak ass shit to say. I expect that from him.
You can be in your feelings, but you can't leave.
What? What?
they said
What?
why? They said why? They said why,
I
bro?
can see me beating a nigga like
What? They said why?
We done been 30 years in a relationship. You gonna because of a cheat that I did 30 years ago.
You probably been cheating, bitch. You cheated 30 years ago. You probably cheated 30
You
days
cheated
ago.
and you this cheating sticking with us for a lifetime. Because if that is your baby, that motherfucker ain't going away.
It's your baby.
But that's not baby. That nigga 30.
That nigga staying with us for the rest of his
It's
life.
even
It
more
don't
trifling
matter.
because you knew you had a
I gotta
possibility
look
of
Hold on.
being
What you said, Brandon? What you said?
I said, that's a grown ass man. You ain't gotta pay no child support.
It don't
Okay.
matter.
He's trifling as fuck. The thing that comes to my mind is you knew that there was a possibility that this could be your
No, that's
child,
it.
and instead of you,
30 years
oh okay,
later.
well 30 years later, you say, oh I ain't had to pay no child support, blah blah blah, but you missed out on your whole child's childhood. You didn't raise a whole fucking person.
Is that his fault?
Yes.
If somebody else is the father, I'm just
No, y'all are adding that part in.
Niggas.
That's a possibility.
No, he's saying that's the possibility.
That's a possibility. Now, he might have known. He might have been low the whole time. That's possible, too.
she do the whole time.
Y'all niggas know. You knew when you're nutted in a bitch, there was a
So
possibility
my
she got
problem
pregnant.
with Lonnie is, I guess, he seen that she was pregnant. He should have asked, hey, is this my baby?
But he a nigga like Brandon.
But let's say for the sake of argument, because we can all agree if he did and he just ignored it, then he ain't shit. So let's say for the sake of argument, right? Lonnie asked his baby mama, hey, we kind of fucking that. We had a little slip up that week ago, 2 or a month ago. I see you got a little bump or whatever. Oh no, that's my boyfriend. You good?
I'd be like, can we do a DNA test?
Men, y'all are so
I mean, yeah, I guess
fucking
men
trifling.
would go with saying, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do the DNA.
Let's
DNA
say-
test because she said it's not
That's
mine.
not mine, right?
As a
Now,
woman,
30 years
I
later,
guess I'm thinking, bro.
First of all, she
I'm
trifling
still-
because she shouldn't be fucking X amount of niggas raw and getting nutted in and not knowing who her daddy is.
She might have not got
But-
nutted in, per
You
se.
got nutted in, you have to get nutted in and get pregnant.
Not intentionally.
Anywho,
yeah.
she shouldn't be fucking X amount
I
of
don't
niggas
know how
at one
Khalil
time.
is here today, or Calvin.
You
okay?
know-
You don't know how
You
either
was
one of
on
them
there.
is.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
She was on their knees.
On the knees. So
Look how he looked.
if he didn't know, if he was under the impression that it wasn't his, is that a forgivable offense,
No.
or it just
I don't
depends?
care that she
Not
didn't
really,
tell you
because
that it wasn't yours. You
you
had
cheated.
sex with this woman. You cheated on me. There was a possibility that you had a child and you did not take the initiative
So-
to check this out.
You cheated and you was taking that cheating to the grave until.
So
this
what
goddamn
if the
baby
child
came.
wasn't his?
I don't like that.
What if the child wasn't his?
Wait. Brandon, say what?
Y'all problem is the cheat, not the baby.
Both. Because now there's a whole child who didn't have a daddy.
Okay, in that same scenario, Brandon, let's say, what's his name, Robert? What's his name?
Lonnie.
Let's say Lonnie does a DNA test and it's not his.
That's what I said.
What
You
happens
still
then?
cheated, bitch. 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So you still leaving?
Yeah. I'm going to leave. I'm going to get my cheat back.
Sickness
I'm
and
gonna
health.
get my cheat back. I think I'm gonna get my cheat
Oh,
back.
why you gotta get your cheat back for?
Cause
Bitch,
why you do it?
cheated.
Why
and
you
you
What
didn't
does
even
your
tell me.
cheat got to do with my
Why
cheat?
did you do it? I want to be petty now.
You
I don't get
cheated
that.
30 years ago
I don't
because
get
you
that.
smiled
Petty
in my
now.
face every day.
All right.
for 30
Let's move
years
along.
and
Let's
cheated
move
on me.
along. Let's move along.
We need to have a conversation about
So we
cheat
got
back.
another question.
Cheat back.
Are y'all ready?
I'm getting my cheat back.
All right, cheat back. So here go the next question. Cousin Sticky has been with Judy for 2 years. The relationship is good and healthy except for one thing. Sticky doesn't go down on her, right?
And they've been together how long?
Can I finish fucking talking? They've been together for 2 years. He doesn't go down on her. Sticky, for a year, Judy has been getting head from other niggas to fulfill what's lacking.
That's right.
They're just in a relationship?
That's
They're in
right.
a relationship.
Okay.
So
They're not married now.
Sticky finds out and he's devastated. Judy tells Sticky, get out his feelings. What did he expect? Do you think Judy is right and is that cheating?
She is right and it ain't cheat.
Oh my fucking God! But 30 fucking years ago,
This nigga slipped up with his baby mama
But
and you
that's-
ready to kill the baby.
when he was
Beat the baby
18,
out the bitch.
when he was 18,
I'm being attacked right now.
Beat
Oh.
the baby out the bitch.
I want to slap
Has
you.
Judy vocalized that she likes to get her?
First of all, what makes you think he's not
And
gonna
he
eat my
hasn't
pussy
said.
and I'm not gonna like what? Like
Am I
Why don't
sucking
you
his
just
dick
leave?
and he's not eating my vagina?
because I wouldn't have been with him for 2 years.
You sucked this dick. That's your issue. You've been doing it for 2 years.
Am I sucking his dick and
Sure.
he's not
Let's say
eating
that
my
you
vagina?
are and you say you ain't. Let's
She
go
a
both
different
sides.
type
Did I tell
She's
him
sucking dick in
that
that
I
relationship.
like my vagina ate and he just won't do it?
Yeah.
Meg, let's say so.
Yeah.
Oh well, then sorry.
He must be somebody
Somebody gotta do it.
So why you just ain't leave him? Because that's what y'all would be saying for him if y'all would suck his dick.
I would tell him like, bro, I really need my vagina ate. Like I really need.
So if y'all would say, well, no, what I'm saying is, if y'all was telling him I don't suck dick, but y'all didn't discuss if he could go get his dick sucked from somebody else, but that's what he did, y'all wouldn't be like, if he said, what do you
Let's flip it.
expect, it wouldn't be
Let's
no
flip
issue.
it. Let's flip it. If
y'all
you
would-
said I don't suck dick and he's staying with you, but you find out 2 years later he can get his dick sucked by
That's cheating.
Betty Bop. It's,
Bitch, you should have left me.
But
You
baby-
should have left me.
I'm mad.
You
I'm
mad? You
Yeah,
mad?
you should've
Hold on,
left
hold
me.
on, Brandon. I
Cause
got
I
you.
told you
Me
I ain't
being
sucking
Judy,
dick.
I'm gonna tell him what I need.
Go ahead, Jasmine.
I'm gonna tell him what I need. If I'm Judy, I'm telling him, hey, I really.
And what if you tell him I'm
But
just
she-
not down with that?
Well, then,
And you,
you know-
y'all
Well, are
both.
you sucking dick?
You're crossing all the. You're
What I'm
dotting all
saying
the
is, in
I's,
this scenario,
crossing
there
the
has
T's.
been no communication.
Oh what?
Is he gay?
We're not doing that then.
Is he gay because he don't eat pussy?
Yes.
There's
He
no
gotta be sucking
communication.
dick.
I mean, eating vagina is probably disgusting.
No,
than sucking
One of
dick.
them fucking rules
I would
is like
rather
you're
suck
gay if you don't eat it.
I would much rather suck dick than eat
She
pussy.
think that nigga gay for
Because
any
you're a
fucking
girl.
thing.
Cause y'all niggas be gay. If y'all like men, just say that.
Y'all be gayer than niggas. Women do.
Women can be. It's a double standard.
We're getting off topic.
right.
All right, Brandon, what you think, bro?
Hey, man, he
Okay.
can't get mad, bro. He got charged up for the game, too.
You should just leave her.
But you ain't gonna, I mean, at least she ain't talking about leaving you. She just gonna get a box that you don't want to do it. Then
Oh, God.
how bad can he really
How bad you
Is she just getting her
And
box
she
ate?
sucking dick while she getting her box ate?
But no, it's
No, she's just calling niggas to eat her pussy.
that's it. She's not fucking them.
No, just eat my
Have
pussy.
niggas out there like that?
Yeah, somebody gotta live.
You know it's niggas out here that just eat
But
pussy.
Judy's stupid.
But,
'Cause
like,
why are you with this man
consistently?
who don't please you if you gotta
He's
look for
perfect
pleasure
and
other
everything else. He just don't eat pussy.
than- Ain't no such thing as
Well, I'm gonna ask him,
He's
hey,
not pleasing.
are you okay with me going to get my pussy ate somewhere else if you don't want to do it?
I got a
I'm not
pussy
fucking
eating
them.
appointment at 10 o'clock.
I'm
nigga.
not
What
fucking
you-
them.
What you
Get
got on
your
there?
nails done at 8, get your
I'm
hair
getting
done
my
at
pussy
12.
at 10.
But at 10 you getting
I'll
pussy.
be back
That's
to
just,
fuck you at 12.
that's just an
How about
appointment
that?
at this point.
Yeah.
This is on the schedule.
I need you out the house in 30 minutes because I got a pussy eating appointment. Since you won't be child, since you won't be a little boy,
And
go
I-
sit in the corner with the kids while I get my pussy. Since that's how you want
So
it.
is
Go
it
sit
cheating?
at the kitty table.
It's not cheating.
If they
No.
communicate, it's not cheating.
Why is he not
Y'all
pleasing her?
wildin'.
So
If
when
they
they
communicate.
So it's the other way around. The
If
man
they
go get his
communicate,
dick
it's
sucked.
cheating.
If
I
they
bet he bob.
You don't suck my dick, I'm going to get it from somewhere else.
Okay, that's expensive.
Did I
Well,
cheat?
You're
sure
not
as
If you're
shit.
telling me,
your part,
then no.
If I tell you, what did you expect?
No, if you
You ain't
tell
sucking
me.
Am I
my dick
wrong
in
for that?
2
You ain't,
years.
you ain't tell me what to expect. You didn't tell me that, hey, this is what I'm going to
Is
do. If you don't do it.
she naive for not sucking dick for 2 years and expecting him not to get his dick
Yeah.
sucked?
She's very stupid.
She is very.
And just as vice versa is stupid. If you're not pleasing that person, what makes you think they aren't getting that pleasure from someone else? Why would you not expect them? We're all
Agreed.
human. We all want things. We all like
I
things.
mean, we
like,
don't all.
All right, let's move on. We got 2 more to go. So Kendall, he's been married to Jana for 20 years.
Jana?
Jana, yes.
I don't like these names.
They've been married for 20 years. Since the first time they became intimate, Kendall has been under the belief by the word of Jana that he's her one and only, right? One day, Kendall decides to go through Jana's diary that she writes in every day.
Oh, no, I gotta leave him.
He finds out that she has had a multitude of penis and even writes recaps and experiences as well as a 5-star rating on the dicks that she's got.
Damn.
She got
I'm there for her.
She gave many
You know,
men.
5
So listen. She gave many men better ratings than Kendall, who got a 2.5-star rating.
So why is she with him? He got
Kendall is furious and embarrassed.
Bruh.
Who is more wrong in this situation?
Jana, bruh.
Jana. Wait. Jana for lying for 20
He's
years,
wrong.
or Kendall for violating
Jana,
Jana's
let me
Okay,
tell you
so
why.
you
Let
don't
me tell you
think
why.
she
Let me tell you why.
fucking
Listen.
They've been together for 20
She
years.
lied about him being the first. He can get
They
over that.
all lie.
He can get over that.
Wait.
He,
Did she say that he was the first?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, it says
So
by
she-
the belief of her words.
So wait. She lied about him being the first.
Everybody
That's fucked
lied.
up,
Next.
right? He wanted her shit. That's fucked up. That's just her body. She didn't just
Yes.
lie. She documented. She got a whole bibliography of all the dicks, 5-star rating. That's OD.
What's
That's
my
OD.
sister's name? Her name's Gemma.
Jana.
Gemma.
Let me tell y'all
OD.
something.
Oh,
First
Gemma.
of all,
OD.
I would have to leave that nigga because who you think you are?
Nah,
The
hell
special
no.
victim, you the
Hell
fucking
no.
yeah.
See,
Why
I-
are you looking through my shit? See, you
CSI?
too nosy, so I gotta leave you anyway because you
Bruh,
looking
you
for
could have been like.
You was leaving him because you embarrassed you got caught.
I'm not embarrassed.
Why
You
you
said that I'm a
not
virgin
embarrassed.
and you done took a multitude
Because
of
you're
dicks.
looking for shit, and like I can't trust you no more.
That
because
You done took 72 dicks.
I
and
can't trust you
document-
You
anymore.
got
Yeah,
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Shut up.
Table of contents of all the dicks you done
Yeah.
got
The only
with
thing
graded.
you need to
Jeremy, page
Listen,
7.
the
That's
only
live.
thing you
LaShawn,
need to be
page
worried-
8.
I'ma just say Jana deleted them dicks when they got together.
Okay,
No,
hold on.
no,
Now,
no.
She ain't delete the ratings.
She
let me
deleted
tell y'all something.
Go ahead.
The only thing
Tell us something.
The only thing he needs to be worried about is why
That's
his
worse than
dick
cheating.
is worth 2 stars. Okay, that's the only thing he needs to worry
Well,
about.
He
shit,
was never
if you fuck 72 niggas, I probably am a 2.5. Shit, what's the
Nah,
probability of me
he's a
being...
2.5.
Use a hoe. Use a hoe. You didn't fuck every
She might
nigga.
want to revisit one
You
of
done
them
fuck
niggas
every
one day.
type of nigga. You done fuck every type of nigga. My problem is why the
You got
fuck you lied to
A
me.
Pokemon deck's full of niggas.
At this
she
point, it
done
ain't
fucked.
about. It ain't. It's like a
not
woman.
gonna act
It's like
like
when
we
a
don't-
woman go through a nigga phone
Hold on.
and a nigga cheated, right?
This
It
is-
ain't about.
Because he's feeling this
It
person.
ain't about. No. Let me finish. It's like when a woman go through a nigga phone, right? When a woman go through a nigga phone and find out the nigga cheated, it's not about that she went through his phone no more. It's about nigga you cheated. Correct?
It's about what you went through my phone.
No.
So I went through your fucking diary and I found out shit you been lying to me
Why
about.
you
You ain't
my
even
diary.
lying.
You
You,
grown-ass man.
that's not a lie.
That's a big lie.
That's a-
Like you
That's not
lied
a
about
lie.
everything.
That's a
You said I was a
misrepresentation
one and
of
So
only.
he
That's
told
a
her
misrepresentation of
everybody
who
he
you are.
fucked.
I have a
He
question.
told her everybody he fucked.
Did he ask her, or did she offer it up like, hey,
It don't
you're my
matter.
first?
All I
They were
said
under
on
the
here is
impression-
that he's under the belief by the word of her,
Right,
of
look,
Jana.
She
Why
told
did
him.
did he tell
At
her
some point, she
everybody
had an
he fucked?
opportunity to say, I've messed with other men. And you said, you're my one and only.
I was gonna say why it matters is
Did he
because
tell
you
her?
asked the nigga how many bodies they got.
Thank you. They gonna lie.
But he not.
No,
gonna have
if you ask a woman how many bodies she got, she gonna lie.
Niggas lie about everything. You ask a nigga.
A nigga, no.
lie,
A nigga can tell you I have 72 bodies, you're still gonna fuck with me if you fuck with me.
So you not gonna fuck with that girl?
But he's not gonna have them listed in the
I don't know.
composition.
Not every nigga ain't.
Rating by pussy wetness, tightness, goddamn
Yeah.
monster grip. That's
Right.
Y'all
wild.
act like
She's
niggas don't do that.
recapping the
Niggas do it.
experience.
You
yo.
just rated it. That's it. We're just leaving it
Niggas
there.
do
All
that.
she did is say 5.
No, I said she
Oh.
gave you a recap in the diary.
Oh, but
Niggas
niggas
do
do
that.
that.
Y'all just don't write it down.
She
Y'all
probably
do
think
it.
about that while y'all fucking with his 2.5.
And that's why you're in more violation.
That's
Brandon, what
wild.
you think,
You
bro?
got this average
Hold on,
ass
hold on,
dick and
hold
you mad. Bitch,
Hold on.
you
Brandon, what you think? Brandon, what you think, bro?
Average. That's 2.5.
That's below average. 2.5. Why is she?
Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. What you got, Brandon?
Call up one of your 5 stars.
One, she said I was the one and only, and two, you out here rating everybody. Yeah, give me a 2.5. Hey.
I'm mad at my
If
rating.
your dick game up, nigga, read
Right.
the diary and
Look.
get some pointers.
You know what? I'm
Get
not
some
mad at the
fucking
2.5. I'm not mad at that because if you took 70 dicks, like
You act like
2.5,
she's taking 70 dicks
I
at the
maybe-
same time.
that's like the Hot 100 on the Billboard chart. It's like,
Nah, nigga. You're
damn, bitch, you're the problem, not me. You done took too many dicks.
No, he's the
So
problem.
if you're
His dick is
fucking
2.5.
72 goddamn
No,
females,
she's the problem.
then
You
it's
took
gonna be
too
the
many
same
dicks.
thing.
Right.
You took too many dicks. What you say?
It's
You
gonna
took
be
too
the same
many pussies.
pussy. Exactly.
I
When
have
did
no
we say
problem.
anything about him taking too many pussies?
Why
When
is
did
y'all
y'all
about
come to
her
that
taking so
assumption?
much dick?
We never ranked it. If we gonna have 70 bodies, I'm not sitting here ranking it in order. You ain't never gonna find
Catalog.
no fucking
You ain't
journal.
got time to rank it in order. Everybody got time to do
You're
that.
giving it a star ranking. You're giving it a star ranking.
Wild, bro.
He just mad because his dick is the last.
That's not why he just mad.
There it is.
That's
If she
crazy.
didn't
Y'all
offer
are
it up,
fucking
I don't think she's
delusional.
wrong. But if she offered up saying you're my first, she's wrong.
Even if he asked. man.
Under the belief. Why lie?
Who lies about shit like that? But niggas lie
You
about
the
everything.
only one?
So
I'm a
all-
virgin?
What
I'm
you
all
say?
for a
Hold
line
on,
to
hold
man.
on. What'd you say, Brandon?
I'm all for a line to man.
She said one and only. That
He
means
got a lot of protected ego. That's it.
I agree.
He
She
was
lied.
flattered. Sorry. Get
She
up.
offered a fucking lie. Stop fucking lying.
Y'all act
bitch.
like niggas don't tell bitches what they want here every day.
Why was you talking about other niggas like this? This ain't that scenario. We didn't say
Because
anything that
you
he
put it
said.
all on her.
Because that's what she did. She the wrong one. Women, see, that's the problem. Women, you feel like they can't be fucking wrong.
We not
She's
wrong.
fucking
We
wrong.
not wrong. We not wrong.
Y'all see we talking to
I
a
ain't never
fucking
been wrong.
psychopath right now, y'all. So we just gonna keep moving. We gonna go to the last one.
I mean, he wrong for going to diary, but
But she's a bigger wrong. It's
That's
a bigger
72
issue.
bodies.
Who reads somebody's diary? Like, you a lame ass nigga. You a grown ass man read my diary?
Y'all
Bitch,
like,
read
no,
my
that's the
diary.
problem. Men ain't allowed to have insecurities. Men ain't allowed to do the same shit women do. Shut up. Let's get to the next one.
Bitch, go play in track if you wanna read my diary.
Karen, this is
Why
Brandon.
your grown ass got a diary?
Right, that's enough. Why she got a diary? Because, bitch, if you taking that much dick, just keep it in your head.
All right. Anyway, so this is Brandon's question.
Y'all coming around.
This is Brandon's question right here. Karen and Tiffany are best friends. Tiffany asks Karen for advice all the time on things that she should do for her boyfriend Zach. She sends texts, buys gifts, and even plans his birthday trip when Tiffany only wanted to buy him some shoes, right? Over time, Karen starts to catch feelings for Zach.
Wait, can you start over?
Yeah, you start over, bro.
I was gonna ask, but I didn't feel like I could.
I
start
was just
over.
zoning out
Okay.
at the beginning. I don't know
I
why.
just hear Karen and Zach, and I'm thinking that you done got this shit from goddamn damn.
Fucking sisters.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, me too. That's what I heard. I'm like,
All right, so let me start it over. Karen and Tiffany are best friends.
Gotcha.
Tiffany always asks Karen for advice for the things that she should do for her
Wrong.
own boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
Zach, right?
She went wrong.
She sends texts, buys gifts. These are the ideas that she's getting from her friend, right?
From her best friend.
Texts, gifts, birthday trips. When initially all she wanted to buy was just shoes, like little shit.
So the best friend gets the 5.
The best friend is basically keeping the spark alive.
Mm-hmm.
She's getting the ideas from the best friend.
She
right?
knows exactly what he likes.
Yes. And over time, Karen starts to catch feelings for Zach. That's the best friend.
Wait, who go was that?
Tiffany.
Okay.
Karen is starting to catch feelings for Zach. Probably because just
She
the
knows what
time
he
she's investing, she knows what he likes.
He likes to read
Nah,
books and then.
Why does she
She'll
know?
go down there and
Why
bitch.
she know what my man likes?
Because
Because
you're
you always
asking.
Just
Think
because you
about it like
ask
this.
it don't mean you
Oh,
tell it.
it's his
We're
birthday.
saying that
I need some-
basically she's.
Wait, finish
The
the
scenario is
Why
Tiffany,
y'all act like y'all can't put fucking 1 + 1 to 2?
Why you lying?
Tiffany be asking Karen like, what do you think my
Shit.
boyfriend like? She basic.
Alright, so
Karen
anyway.
got
She basic.
Yeah. That's
Alright.
the whole scenario. She's basic.
Yeah, so
You
over
just
time,
got
Karen
some
starts to
good-ass
catch
scenarios.
feelings for Zach and feels that Tiffany doesn't deserve her. Karen makes a move on Zach, letting him know that she came up with all the ideas and nice things that Tiffany does, and that she doesn't truly appreciate them.
Mm-hmm.
Did Karen put this mess on herself for involving Tiffany in such crucial parts of her relationship?
She could have asked for one scenario for
First
some
of
I
help,
don't think so.
but she did put it on herself.
First of
I don't
all,
think so.
you as a woman or a man should not be putting anybody in all of your business in your relationship. You shouldn't be telling them what's going on. You shouldn't be telling them when we on good terms and when you on bad terms, what they do for me, blah, 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 shit. Because people gonna look at that and they gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, huh?
Girl talk.
Because people gonna look at that and, especially women, like, women be fucked up. I ain't putting no bitch in my business. Like, Jasmine not no bitch, so I don't mind telling her. But, like, everybody gonna be happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
You
would
be plotting
expect
on
that
your
your
shit.
best friend should. If anybody your best friend, why you calling your best friend that?
I feel like, why doesn't Karen know what her man likes?
Because Karen could be basic.
especially if
You
Karen
can ask one time, and then you can ask that man.
Like,
Communication.
I feel like there's some people who are good at certain stuff. Like, I can have a friend who's really artistic, really
But
creative.
let Tiffany
I can
have
be,
it.
I can
Because
be.
she's so good at everything.
I just feel like if you're my best friend, I confide in you this stuff. Maybe the third time I ask you, you be like, look, man, you got it. You don't keep asking for this. If you betray the trust.
Agreed.
You betray the trust. She might have been a little naive, but that doesn't give you the right to fall in love with my
It
spouse.
don't. Well, no,
Because I asked you for
Tiffany is wrong.
for
Both of them
advice,
are wrong.
for
So I think,
her presence.
I also kind of agree with that sentiment. Like, I feel like,
Both of
but
them
also,
are
yeah, I feel like both.
Yeah,
I feel like she made the mistake by involving her too much,
Facts.
but you're also trifling for falling in love with my nigga.
Facts.
Because my thing, I look at it like this. If I'm just asking you what should I do for my nigga, how does that equate to you falling in love with my
Did you
nigga?
come up with cool ideas?
Yeah, like so. It's
You
so
ain't spend time with
You
him.
ain't spend time.
Yeah, like
you
you
just give me the
wasn't
idea
there.
and I do it.
Let me tell y'all
yeah,
something.
like you,
from a
and then
woman's-
like you just came, you backdoored me.
And
And
then
like,
you
backdoored.
I made all these
She don't
choices.
appreciate
Okay,
you.
but from a woman's standpoint, women know what they want from day one. We know who we like from day one. We may not act on it that day, so that leads me to believe that in this scenario, she been had feelings for her nigga,
I agree.
and that's just what it is.
I agree.
Brandon,
Brandon, how you feel about it?
I feel like Zach ain't wrong if he decides he want to be with Karen at this point.
You said what? Wait, say that again.
He said
Zach ain't
something.
wrong if he want to be with another person at this point.
Wow.
That's who's really been dating. She the one putting in all the work.
y'all niggas is insane, bro.
Who is y'all niggas?
That sentiment is crazy. I think y'all taking that shit. Wow, you have a birthday once a year. She come up with an idea once a year. Hey, he likes old Nickelodeon shit, so you should go take him to the old slime studio. Oh my God, I love you. Like what?
Nah, she's attracting that. It's dirty.
That's fucked up, bro. That's her best friend.
She
You
needs
can't
Exactly.
confide in your best friend for
Exactly. He
ideas.
didn't ask me if he acted how you say it.
Tiffany need her ass.
No, both of them need their ass beat if he
If the
acted
nigga
the way
act
that
like
Brandon
that, he
said.
need his ass whooped.
The only thing I say about Karen is she not human. That she like you gotta know your
Who
friend.
Karen? She gullible.
You gotta know your friend.
Karen should have known.
You should know.
You gotta know
If
how
she's
he-
capable of that, then you gotta know.
That means Tiffany was asking, oh girl, you need some help with his birthday.
Yeah,
Like,
if
nah,
she looks too thirsty for it,
nah,
then
bitch,
maybe
I'm
it's I'm
good.
good.
I'm good. I got
We
it.
all know
All
how
this
to
shit make you be
compartmentalize
like-
our relationship.
Like, don't be friendly with nobody. You can't take your friend's son to the barbershop, you can't do shit.
Please let's
Fuck
not go
friends.
there no more, boy.
Fuck friends.
Fuck friends at this point.
Yeah. Them niggas ain't gonna die with you.
Wait, what you said? What you said? Wait, what you said, Brandon?
Nah, not fuck the good.
No, I'm saying, but that
Wait,
shit-
hold on. Let's get him.
That was
Say it
never
again.
her
Say it
best
again.
friend. Clearly. And she probably fucked all her niggas. What is all the work? Throwing the fucking party? Brandon, shut up. I don't want Brandon. Why is he on the show?
Is there a show?
I hate his mind. I hate the way he thinks.
Yeah, I hate his mind.
I don't.
Bruh.
Alright, bro. We got to get the facts and cap. We gonna see you next week on here, my
You
bro.
gonna cheat on your old lady because a bitch threw you a
Alright,
birthday party?
bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
Nigga said I
That's
hate his mind.
fucked up. Oh, cause she the one with all the ideas, not because the person who been
Yeah, she
supporting
did
you,
it.
been with you, you know, X, Y, and Z, like, because she had a good fucking fundamental idea, you're gonna leave the person you with, like, what the fuck?
That's wild.
Alright, man. Let's get to that.
Me too. All that wine. I've been trying to hold it.
We about to be done. We about to wrap it up. Let's get that facts and cap real quick.
She nigga get clap, clap, clap.
No, we don't.
You know we had that beat first, right? That used to be our intro.
So just stole the bar for bar.
I'm dead in.
Facts or cap? Do y'all agree with spousal support? The idea of spousal
Because
support.
I seen Dr. Dre just got some.
Why they together or why they broke up?
Why they broke up?
So I can agree with spousal support for me, only if
If they benefit.
maybe like say that you made her like a stay-at-home wife, like you have no income, and I was the sole person that brought in the income. I can agree with that, but I do agree. I don't know how it works. Now I think that you should have a limited amount of time that you pay for it. That's how I think.
I
But
don't know.
I think like if you like say that it's just like y'all both worked and y'all got divorced, well then you got your income, I got mine. Even if mine is significantly more, I feel like you got your income, I got mine.
I don't know how I feel about it, man. It's just like I made you stay home. You can what's the
I mean,
time?
some niggas
That
do.
leads
How
me
can you-
back to what I
some
was
niggas
saying
do.
about Michael Blackson. Is that woman really with him because she loved him or is she with him because of the support?
What, nigga?
Clearly we
Wait,
broke up.
how does that
I want the
correlate?
money. Like, if you want the money at the end, you want it at the beginning.
Girl, that shit don't make no damn
Yes, you do.
sense.
I gotta keep the price.
Did you hear the facts of cap? Say the facts of cap again, bro.
Do you agree with spousal support? The idea of
In
spousal
what
support, if you get
aspect?
divorced, that somebody has to pay the other spouse.
I really don't.
So, like why?
Unless you were supporting my lifestyle before we got married and I didn't have a job, then I'm not
That's what I
expecting
said.
that
I said
shit
if
from
you're,
you.
I said I felt like if you're a stay-at-home, if he made you a stay-at-home wife,
Yeah.
or you were a stay-at-home wife for, your relationship, then yeah, you should include spousal support because it's hard to get a job where it's like I haven't had experience in 15 years.
But
You know
that's
what I'm
kind of
saying?
your fault.
It's your fault.
Is it your fault or were you just playing your role in your relationship?
How did you get forced to be a stay? You could
You
have
didn't
a
get
voice.
forced to, but if he had enough money to support that lifestyle, and he said, "Hey, I want you to do this," and you're married and y'all agreed to do that,
Exactly. Y'all agree.
yeah.
You can disagree. You can say
So
you
I
got
think
enough money
that.
to hire
So what
him.
I'm saying is,
I'm
I
finna
think that.
go.
So that's why I said I think for only a certain amount of time. So if I give you 6 months of spousal
fair.
support, you should have enough time to work out how you're gonna provide for yourself after that.
That's
I
fair.
agree with that. I think that's fair.
Because at that point, how much is enough time? 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years?
I feel like 6 months is a good amount of time. You got half a year to figure this shit out.
But we have to be in agreement that this is what I'm gonna do. So then, yes, I will agree with spouse support is needed.
I don't know.
If I ain't got no job,
If I ain't got no job and you divorce me and I just gotta be thrown out on the streets, no. But you get 6 months, regardless if you get a job or not.
yeah.
And if you can't provide after those 6 months, then I'll keep the kid.
Facts or cap? Since y'all had a problem with Michael Blackson proposing,
I ain't.
should a girl propose to a man?
Hell no.
Facts or cap, should a man propose to a woman?
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
I mean,
So
should a woman propose
propose to a man?
Fuck no.
Why?
So it's
Yeah.
cap.
Can I go back to my other answer? second before I went to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Because
Go ahead,
I'm
Gio.
just doing like 30 seconds.
Yo,
Okay.
nonsense,
So
making ass.
my answer didn't make any sense, but now that I look back at it, okay. I feel like a lot of women are gonna be mad if they look at this, but this is the one thing women do wrong. When they meet a man, the man be like, "Oh, I want you to stay at home, do this while I chase my room." You don't have to. Don't worry about going to school. Don't worry about X, Y, Z. Just be a housewife. I'm gonna take care of you, right? That's where they go wrong. I'm never give up your income for a man ever. Always have something to fall back on. Always, and that's just what I'm.
So look.
Or pocket his shit.
I can I can understand that as far as like you. Maybe it depends on like how you're raised, where you come from, right? But listen, I'm not saying that that's not wrong, but I'm also saying it's not wrong if you're a wife. I'm just saying, well, listen. So listen, what I'm saying is some people really take their marriage serious, and they know that their man can provide for the family. And all he wants you to do is take care of them, or that might have been how they were raised. So I'm not gonna say that that's wrong. I think you're looking at it like kind of like an insurance
Not
standpoint,
insurance,
or just always like
Nah,
don't
why?
always
Look
fully
at-
trust a
It's
nigga.
not
Our
like
wives
thank you.
can do that.
People
It's
are
not our
human.
wives.
Yeah, but there are people who actually love their nigga and put their
You
trust
can
in their
love
nigga fully. Like I fully believe
You
that
can
this
do
is
that.
a great nigga, and
You
I love
always
this
keep
nigga.
something for yourself too.
Listen,
Don't
I
never
believe that.
Don't never 100% depend on nobody.
I believe that. I'm just saying, I
None
don't
of
think
that.
a person is wrong for putting their trust
You're wrong.
into somebody. So all I'm saying is, I believe you should get 6 months, maybe even a year, whatever it may be, of spousal support, and after that you on your own.
I feel like 6 months is good enough.
I do too.
If
But-
we agree, then sure. But I'm gonna be talking him some money or something. I'm gonna have something
If
where I'm
he's
gonna
rich
be
like
comfortable
Dr. Dre,
still.
fucking right. Pay me for the rest of your life. That's not gonna hurt you.
Back to the dude, facts and cap.
Alright.
Facts and cap.
Yeah.
Can't.
Should a woman propose to a man?
Yeah,
No.
Would you like to be emasculated?
Why is that emasculated?
A man will feel emasculated if a woman got down on him.
Not bitch ass niggas, and there's a lot of those out there these days.
So I'm just asking the question.
I don't know if a nigga would feel emasculated.
If I got down on my knee
Necessary.
and was like, hey,
I would
that's
feel
what
less
you
than a
Y'all
woman.
ain't, y'all ain't watch Boy Meets World?
I would think it's more
Supreme was
funny.
supposed to.
I would think it's more funny, like, what the fuck?
That ain't in the Bible.
I would just tell you, to be honest, if you propose to me, I would say, baby, get up. I'm gonna do this shit the right way. Don't
I
worry
would
about
never
it.
do that. That's goofy as fuck.
I'm not saying you would. All I'm saying is,
Goofy with a
if this is the
capital G.
scenario, I would tell the woman.
Don't even think about it.
I would tell the woman, like, I'm gonna propose to you the right way, baby. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's cap.
I'm just saying is that if it works for y'all,
You as a man,
Hell nah, that's
would
cat.
you have been okay with if Courtney proposed to you?
me personally, nah. But that doesn't mean if I seen my homie getting proposed by a girl.
You'd be like, damn,
Oh,
that nigga
stop.
a bitch.
Yeah.
All right,
exactly.
They feel like you're a different type of man.
You would laugh
You would
behind
stop
closed doors and
yourself.
be like, damn, that nigga a bitch.
I wouldn't say he was bitch.
I'll probably be like that. That
That's
nigga
a
a
pimp
player.
and
Like,
shit.
he
Hey,
got
you
that-
got her to do
He
that?
laying some wood.
You doing
down
something
there.
right.
They ain't even looking at him.
He
like
laying
a
wood
bitch,
to that
just looking
bitch.
at her like
I'm
bitch.
looking at her like,
Yeah,
wow.
a nigga not gonna look at the nigga
I'm not
crazy.
looking
I'm
at
gonna
him.
look at her like, oh, that nigga didn't get you some good wood.
Not even that.
That's
Like
what I'm
she's
looking at.
easily
It
like,
ain't a nigga
huh.
alive that'll make me goddamn get down on my
She
fucking.
proposed me the other day.
Ain't a nigga alive, okay?
She proposed me the other
I
day.
don't give a damn who he
Bitch,
is.
I
You
ain't
see,
squatting
she got
for a
down
nigga. I'm
on
damn
me.
sure not getting on one knee.
Okay? At all.
Hello?
Okay, guess enough.
Facts and cap. Do you guys subscribe to superstition? Facts and cap.
Okay.
Cap, superstition not.
I don't believe in that
You don't
shit.
believe in that. Why? Or speak on it.
I don't believe in it because I don't believe it's real.
So there's a lot of
I
superstitions.
do.
As kids, step on crack,
I
take you on
believe
the
in
back,
God.
rock one of the
Don't split the
ladder, don't split the
pole.
pole. But then there's other
Don't eat
superstitions.
the spaghetti.
Some people feel like, oh, if I'm gonna every day I need to do this, this, and that, or I need to have this lucky chain on.
Okay, there's
You
only
know,
one superstition I
I
believe.
agree to
Just one.
I agree to certain.
What is it?
Speaking on shit before it happens. That's all.
Manifestation.
Manifestation.
I would say facts. I agree to. I'm selective. You know what I'm saying? I agree with what I agree with. I ain't saying it's right, but I agree with what I agree with. Like,
So not all superstitions.
yeah, like I still to this day, like I probably won't split the pole. Like that's just what it is. Like that's just I've exercised my mind to that scenario. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. Like it's not necessarily nothing
You agree with facts or
I
cap?
do.
In what sense?
I can't quite elaborate on that. I just do to a certain extent. I believe in certain superstitions. Like I have my lucky things and like things
Didn't you
that I
have a
do, like
question?
rituals.
Didn't you have one? Really? You had one. She.
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah,
thought you
say it.
wrote it.
Say, I didn't write it down, but I know what it is.
Facts or cap, if you don't say the I for I love you, do you really love the person? Like
No.
if you say love you.
Cap.
Wait. Say it again.
So if I be like,
I
so
get
if
what
you
you're
tell
saying.
me, if you
I
like,
wanna know-
if you tell your girl I love you, and then you be like, love you too.
So if I say
If
love
you don't say I love you,
if
too,
I don't say I.
I need to hear
Wait.
the I, nigga.
Wait. So I don't know how to answer it. Facts or cap. I don't want to say it wrong. So if I don't say the I, you're saying,
You don't love me.
so that's fact. Okay,
if
that's
you
cap.
either, and let's say that you
That's
say, let's
cap.
say you say to your fiance, you be like, love you, Courtney,
She
or if she says I love you, David,
If you don't
and then
say
you
the
say
I,
love
don't
you
mean
too,
it.
babe,
Yeah, that's cap.
it's not real.
That's cap.
You have to say I love you,
You have to say
or you
I
have
for
to
it
say
to be
I
true.
love you too.
No, that's cap.
Okay.
I believe that's
It's
cap.
cap.
Yeah, it's cap.
No.
Like you, like, and then what's next? If you don't look in the eye and they say it, and then what's next?
Oh,
If
so
you ain't holding
believe
that,
it's cap, you don't believe it's true.
no, you can say love you.
Oh, fuck you.
Hell no, nigga.
Nigga, you
Say
better check that
I.
eye.
Tell me I.
So,
I need that
so,
eye.
so,
Look me in my eyes and
listen.
say
You
I.
need that eye to put that 2.5
I'm gonna say it like this.
down.
Hey, Kazadi, I'm gonna say it like this. I agree. I do think that it's cap, but I've been the only people that's ever complained about that in my life is women.
Women
So I've
need to
exercised myself to make sure that I say I, like just to make them happy.
When are y'all gonna
I
learn?
think that it's cap.
Just to be
Women
saying, I love you
need
to talk like
reassurance.
huh? I didn't hear you correctly.
Yeah, I think that it's cap, but sometimes you just women, they're a complex mind. They don't make fucking sense. We've already proved it on this episode that they is goddamn half. Never mind. But yeah, so.
You gotta say
Sometimes you just
I
gotta
for
say
it to
it.
make for it to
I.
be.
I love you, not love you. No.
What if you like love your ass, babe?
Nah, I love your ass, babe. I.
The I gotta be
Women
there.
Heavy on the
need
eye.
reassurance. Women need reassurance. When are men going to learn?
Just,
What about men need? What do men need? Wait, let me ask y'all a question. What do
Men
men
need
need?
reassurance.
What do men need?
Yeah, men need reassurance.
What do men need?
It don't
Men
matter.
need to learn how
Y'all
to
need
communicate.
slaps on the ass.
No. Not what do men need to do. What do you need to do for men? I'm anxious to know.
I feel like I can.
Do you know what men need?
Empathy. They need patience. They need.
Patience.
Yeah,
Who
you
the
gotta be
fuck got
patient
time
with
for that
sometimes. Like, they just, I don't know. I feel like in
What
today's
does
world,
Jewel need to do for men?
Her name's Jewel.
drop the niggas on their head. But look, but no, for real.
I can't even get an
For
answer.
real, I feel like it's hard today.
They don't know
That
because
nigga
they don't
can-
care.
No, I said
I do care. I feel like
y'all need
today
compassion.
it's hard for a man to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Anything is considered being simp. It's considered being weak. It's considered being less
You
than a
just
man.
calling niggas
Like-
gay for not eating pussy, for not doing
That
nothing.
shit is gay. But it's not gay expressing how you feel. We all have feelings. I feel like men, especially black men, aren't susceptible to their feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're told, like, oh, men are not supposed to act this kind of way because you're less than a man, which is not true.
Well, what do you need to do? Not about what they told. What do you need? What do you
Maybe
need
I
to
can
do
stop
for men?
cussing these niggas out. I can have a little bit more.
Oh my god.
I don't
Jules
know.
don't know what she needs to do for
I
men.
don't know.
That's crazy. That's, see,
I don't need to
that's
do
my
nothing
point.
because I'm single. So I
That's
don't
my
need to do nothing
fucking
for these
point.
niggas. I ain't got no.
Women don't know what the fuck they need to do for men. Let's go, Kazadi. Give us one or two.
Why don't y'all tell us?
I was
What
just
the fuck
about to
niggas
say,
need?
what
What
do
y'all
you need?
speak
Because I
up?
said compassion.
We want everything that y'all
Y'all
want
need
too.
reassurance.
No, y'all don't appreciate.
Yes, we do. We
Y'all
want everything y'all
appreciate.
want. We want reassurance. We want to be fucking held. We want to be
You want to be
loved.
held? I always try to be the big
But
spoon.
I don't need to be the. I don't need to be
I
the
always
little
try to
spoon.
be the big spoon.
We can hug face to face. Why we
It's
can't
too
hug
hot.
face to face?
It's too
Bree
hot.
on me,
It
babe.
is
Put that ass on me, babe.
Okay,
Put that.
get on your knees, nigga. Get on
First
your
of
knees.
all, get on your knees. But
I
yeah.
want
I need the ass in my crotch. That's all. Huh? I need his ass in my crotch. But keep going. That's the big
She
spoon.
want to fucking lap dance.
Oh, his nose in your crotch.
Go ahead, Kazadi.
Alright, one more. I ain't gonna do no sports.
No.
Yeah, I'm good.
Back to cat. Do you have a problem with Hispanics using the N-word?
Yes.
Speak on it.
yes and no. I feel like people use the word so much, you can't control what other people feel, what other people do. And Hispanics do have the same, I'm not gonna say it's the same because nobody has had it worse than black people. But
They weren't called niggas.
right, like they just use it to be cool. We were called, but it's like it's hypocritical at that point because it was a derogatory term, but now we use it as a term of endearment. So you can't
That's how
control
it
who else use that word as a term of endearment
Shit.
either. But Mexican not gonna say nigga to me.
That's cap.
Like, it's facts, it's ivory.
Yeah.
Facts, they shouldn't be using it.
What was the question?
See, that's
Wait,
what,
I-
I said fuck
You
you
said
too.
Mexicans
I didn't want to say facts.
You,
and then-
Mexicans basically shouldn't say nigga.
They
Yeah.
shouldn't.
So she's saying that's facts.
Yeah.
So she agrees with that statement.
Why? Why shouldn't they?
They wasn't called niggas. They wasn't beat. They wasn't fucking whipped like goddamn slaves. They weren't slaves, enslaved.
Not in America, at least.
Maybe not in America, but yeah, I feel like
That's a
that's a black person's term.
So before I just facts cap.
I agree.
Okay, I guess you're right.
I fucking agree. I mean, shit, like that's what we do.
So
But
y'all
at
It's
the
agree.
same
our fucking business.
We need to stop using it.
Nah, I don't agree with that. That's our fucking business. We say what the fuck.
Niggas
I
I
thought
got.
nigga.
My favorite word is nigga. Don't tell me what I shouldn't or shouldn't say. Like if you was slave to a white man and let's say that he made up essay or some shit, if that's the case and that's what y'all wanted to turn into your own slang or whatever, cool. If you told me, hey, you can't say that, I'ma respect that.
Do you guys subscribe to the idea of black Hispanic, Afro Latino?
So that's what I was going
No.
to. That's what I was going to. No, I do agree.
Do you Google?
Like so, Cardi B is Afro Latina, right?
Cardi B is Latina.
She's Afro
She's
Latina.
Latina.
She has a black
She's
roots.
Latina.
Okay, that's your opinion. So she has black roots. She's proven it. I
We
don't
got
have.
white roots.
Listen. Let me talk. I don't disagree. Who got white roots? Me.
Everybody is mixed with something.
Okay, cool. But I'm
We
black.
don't
I
know.
identify as black. I've been
And she
identified as black.
identifies as Latina, so she needs to act as a
I feel like
Latina.
it
No,
goes
she
with her.
identifies also as a black woman and a Latina. That's what she identifies as.
So that's speak on that.
And that's how I
People
agree with it.
that when it's cool, when you're allowed to say the N word, they say, yeah, I'm Afro Latino. When
Thank you.
when there's other times when it's not so cool to be black, when there's laws being passed, when there's government.
But has she ever given,
I'm not
has
talking about
Cardi B though, has
I'm
Cardi
talking
B
about
ever
Hispanic.
given
I ain't
us,
never seen her
Get-
speak up for
you got.
I'm
She
not.
has.
So last year when the whole pandemic was going down, she wasn't speaking for black people.
I
Not
think
that I
it
saw.
goes with your immediate parents.
She's always, from day one, Cardi B since day one has always spoke about her heritage. Now, for the rappers or the women that were Spanish and were saying that they was Afro-Latina after,
Just
when it was
proud.
cool to say it,
Cool to say it. When it wasn't.
that's
cool.
when I have a problem.
Everybody be done
Cardi
with
B
being
since
black
day
when
one
it's
has
cool.
always
Oh,
spoke.
when you need that on.
She's from the
That's my
Dominica.
problem.
Niggas getting killed on TV when shit
She's
is
from the
when
Dominica.
police
She's
is
had
running in
people.
people's
She's
houses.
always
When did
spoken
she
her
speak up?
heritage.
But I can't say I'm Caucasian black, so I don't.
Thank you.
You can, but that's
But
just
I'm not
what it
gonna
is.
accept it.
Nobody
They
cares.
only
I'm not gonna be
identify
accepted.
as
White
black
people- and white
people
people-
men for that.
White people,
That's
no,
why
there's just a
I-
difference.
But
If
there's
you were
black
to say
people
that,
everywhere.
white people is not going to be like, no, you're white. You're like what
Just
you
so y'all
saying
know,
is
there's
different.
black people all over. It's not just
Yeah.
Africa.
We
and
sat here and let
America.
fucking Fat
People
Joe
only
and everybody else
identify
say.
with
We
being
sat here like
black
Fat Joe and
when
everybody else fucking say nigga for all these years. Big Pun, all these
Because
motherfuckers
they-
say
Because they
years.
want to appeal
And
to
ain't
a
nobody
black
get
audience.
fucking mad. Ain't nobody get
They
fucking
on
mad.
it.
And it's also how they grew up. They from New York. You go to Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, everybody in that neighborhood say nigga. That's not like.
I'm not saying it's right, but what I'm saying is,
Everybody say niggas.
Cardi, all I can
respect
say is
black
like,
people.
for an example, like when I bring up Cardi B,
Black people don't
Cardi B has
disrespect
always
people.
since day one
like
brought up her
Afro-
heritage
as
to me.
Afro-Latino.
So that's why I don't personally have a problem with her saying it. Now, if it was somebody else and they're trying to say it now because we've seen how people pander to the black race, that's different to me.
They
But-
only appeal to the black audience when they need their.
I mean, you gotta understand if you're the Cardi B's or whether you're the Fat Joes, whoever you are, not everybody's gonna be happy with you. So she might not be happy with you saying that. I might be cool with it, but
But
that's
we
just what
let
that's just
Beyonce
what comes
say
with
it,
it.
nigga.
Be homeless
He not
black. Be homeless black.
That nigga not American.
Be homeless black.
No, they did not call this nigga B Holmes. Brandon.
I mean, that's his name.
I was joking.
His last name Holmes, man.
It is.
Yeah.
I
Oh
know.
my god.
How am I supposed to know?
Shit, you can speak on it.
Oh, you thought they were saying Holmes, like,
I thought it was just a nickname. I'm like, what the fuck? B Holmes.
No, that's his name. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like it is what it is. But yeah, appreciate y'all coming through.
Why
Episode
We almost on 2
54.
hours
you take
episode.
your hair loose when you get arrested?
We out, man.
Petty.
Peace.
That's a woman?